in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Colin's back, and I think he actually watched the Rich Paul podcast.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
No Theo Dorsey, Mike Rizzo, and Colin Russo filling in for Theo today. We are theoretically speaking on ESPN 1063. Kyle's back. I lied to everybody saying he was at Dogfest this past weekend. He was actually in Los Angeles. We'll get the lowdown on what happened in LA over this past weekend. But we had some big news that Colin wasn't a part of on Friday. Obviously, LeBron James deciding to go play for the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm still trying to process that one. I got to catch him up on, a Philly fan by the name of Joe.
Yeah, it's bad luck, too. I was on the plane when the news broke. I was on the plane when the news broke, and I was just thinking that's just I've gotten burned a couple times with timing, and that's just another example. Very, very surprising, too.
It very much so. I don't, Colin, this goes, remember our rule? I literally made the rule Thursday before you left. I said where no one's allowed to speculate about LeBron James because no one knows anything. And if you would have asked one of the brass that reports, people
all
that
the
do it in
phonies,
Cleveland,
he wants to play with this team because he wants to do this and he wants to. You guys don't know. You guys don't know anything.
It turns out Philadelphia, was the destination. Now, Colin, we had Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike on. He's hysterical. He still thinks the Miami Heat are going to come out of the East. And listen, I explained on Friday that I wanted LeBron to come to Miami. Despite my allegiances, I wanted LeBron down here in South Florida. Would have been great for the station, great for the area. I'm trying to make the Miami Heat, that transplant team that I root for here in South Florida. Doing radio in Illinois, I kind of adopted the Bears a little bit, the Cubs to an extent. As long as they don't play any of my teams, I'm going to root for them. And I think it's a great time to jump on that Heat bandwagon. And I thought it'd be perfect. I thought it'd be perfect for the station and perfect for us. And not only did he not go to Miami, he didn't go home either. He arguably, Colin, picked the worst. Like I said, Golden State would probably.
Golden State's
Are you
worse.
sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Now, I mentioned that I blew up. I called Philly fan disgusting. I said, why it's not fair. They get to root for LeBron James. I still think half the fan base hates LeBron. And Joe from Philly called in, and Collie threatened to end my life.
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours and yap about the fans. It would take 2 minutes for you to be finished. That'd be the end of you. How about that one, buddy?
This is what we have to deal with for 2 years. I got to deal with Philly fan
That'd be the end of you.
for 2 years. Granted, I asked for it. And to be fair, Philly fan, if you're listening, Bush League by me, fine. Sue me. All right? I wanted him to come to Miami. I wanted him to go home. We got the worst case scenario going to some of the more godforsaken fan bases in the entire country. All right? But I asked for it. And, I'm completely prepared to deal with the repercussions of Philly fans in my DMs calling me a fat slob and Jabba the Hutt. It's all right. It's okay. I asked for it. But, Colin, we got to do this for 2 years in Philadelphia. I gotta root for LeBron in Philadelphia for 2 years.
2-year contract is surprising as well.
Do you think he plays past the first year? Because it's a player option.
Yes, because he would announce that he's doing his final year. He would announce that. He's not gonna retire on a whim.
No.
So if that's gonna happen, geez, like he's gonna play 2 years.
Now, I mentioned we had Evan on, and Evan still thinks the Miami Heat can come out of the Eastern Conference. Where are you at? Where are you at with this?
Who logically can think that? Who logically can think that?
I'm with you.
Realistically. Well, I mean, you can make an argument this is the most talented team LeBron's ever been on.
Dude, you're not. Listen,
there are 4 guys on that starting lineup who have gotten MVP votes.
I think him and Wade, and listen, put some respect on Bosh, I understand. But I still think him and Prime Wade is probably the best team.
No, but think about it. Like, sure, you have the best LeBron, but LeBron is in terms of his prime, the 3rd best player on that team? You can make an argument. I mean, sure, LeBron is great. We know how great LeBron can be at his best, but in terms of 82 games, he's the 3rd guy on that team.
Maxey, Embiid, and Brown?
Well, Maxey, Brown, then Embiid. And I think Maxey's better than Brown. Whatever. Neither here nor there. You got 2 guys who are going to get MVP votes that are not named LeBron on that team.
It's the best starting 5.
And not even a consideration. They have VJ Edgecombe, who was 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting, who is a budding 20-point per game player. He won't be because of this lineup, but won a top 3 rookie last year. You have LeBaron Philon, who is going to be a tremendously underrated backup point guard for them as a rookie, and they stole him late in the first round. They got Quentin Grimes, who probably averages 20 on bad NBA teams coming off the bench. And Mike knows him. They got Dean Wade, who is a very solid role player who could guard about 4 positions.
Yeah, and he's defender. He's he doesn't need to score on that team.
And he's very effective.
Like I could argue when he was with my team, you needed something from him offensively to shoot threes. You don't even need him to do that on this roster.
And then you got
Anthony Simon.
Anthony Simons. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Quentin Grimes. I mixed it up.
Fine. That's fine.
Anthony Simons is the guy who could average 20 on bad teams. They have Huck Porty, who is the backup center, and they got Embiid. That's your biggest question mark on the team. Embiid's going to play 30 games by design. Mm-hmm. They're going to say, Brown, Maxey, get us to 54 wins. LeBron, you play 50-some-odd games, and Embiid, you play 40-some-odd games, and be healthy in late April. That's going to be their game plan.
Did you
and
see?
not only considering this,
Yep.
They got a coach who's won a title.
Yep.
They got a general manager who's won a title with different teams. How is this not the best team LeBron has been on?
Did you see Kentavious Caldwell-Pope too?
They got him as well.
Yeah.
Very good role player who's won 2 titles.
With LeBron, by the way.
Yeah, he's won 2 titles.
And there is a video of him on the golf course. He celebrated like he hit 777s at the Hard Rock Casino. I mean, it's truly it's. I thought super teams were dead, but here we are. Kyle put it better than I can. 4 guys who have MVP votes over the last 2 years.
LeBron has never played on a team like that. He has never played on a team like that in his life.
And a young star in Edgecombe. Now, the things you worry about, even if you are a Philly fan like Joe from Philly.
How about that one, buddy?
All right, realistically, trolling aside, if you're a Philly fan, you should be tremendously excited. I will say the 2 things rather, that might hold you back. Kyle mentioned injuries. Joel Embiid. Is he going to play?
That's the biggest elephant in the room.
Is he? And Colin, I think big depth is probably the one thing you could look at. Big depth. So health and then culture. And what I mean by culture is Jaylen Brown going to be okay with scoring 14 points a night? One of these nights. Is LeBron? Listen, I love LeBron more than the next guy. Okay, but is LeBron going to be okay with being a third option?
Yeah, remember, LeBron hopped on this boat. He didn't build this boat. So he hopped on. So I'm sure he knows that.
But you get what I'm saying with the egos. There's one basketball. And I could argue Maxey needs the ball. The Edgecombe kid needs the ball. And Embiid needs the ball. And Brown needs the ball. LeBron is the point guard of the team. Don't you think he's going to be playing point guard on this team?
Maxey plays point guard for them. I think he averaged like 8.5 assists this year. I mean, Maxey and LeBron are buddies. It's going to be Maxey. I really do think it's going to be Maxey's team. And I think Maxey is probably going to be the one to take the scoring load back, and he's going to be like one of the best assist men in basketball.
I don't know who's
that's going to be a 20-11 player, most likely, unless he's the best player on the team, which he could be because he's entering his prime. But that is the point guard.
Maxey's team over Embiid and Brown?
Yes, I do.
888.
I think that's the case.
888-760-3776, the number to get on in. Kyle's back. We're breaking down, Philly, LeBron, the Eastern Conference in totality. Do you agree with Colin and I that it's Philadelphia and everybody else in the Eastern Conference? It's funny. I walk in today. I look at Kyle. I said, let's rank the Eastern Conference teams. Kyle goes, we don't really need to rank anything after one. And you're right. You're right.
Until injuries get in, and obviously you need to play basketball, and team basketball has beaten super team basketball traditionally the last 10 years. But that is the most talented team by star power in basketball. That team is more talented than Oklahoma State. That is more talented than San Antonio. I'm not willing to say they're better than either of those two teams, but they're better than everybody else in the Eastern Conference. They don't have the chemistry yet. That's why I'd take OKC. I'd take San Antonio right now. But it is obvious that this team is the best team in the conference. If you sit here and you say the Heat, you're blind. You're blinded. If you say here and say I could listen to the Knicks, but the Knicks. Repeats don't happen all that often, and repeats back to the finals don't happen that often.
Now, speaking of the Knicks, we got Ernesto in West Palm Beach in the YouTube chat. He says, you guys are correct with the starting five. They're great on paper, but health is going to be a factor.
That's it. It's not. Yeah. If they're healthy, that team is going to run through the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and then Ern continued to say a lot of ball-hungry individuals on one team. Let's see how that plays out. At least with the Heat. This is what I will say about our Miami Heat. At least they know who the best player is and who the number one is. That's Giannis. I think the bigger question with the Miami Heat is Bam Adebayo going to be can he be a true number two? Listen, I'm not trying. This isn't. Don't take it, Heat fans. Don't take it.
He's done it before. He was number two to Butler.
And to be fair, don't take this as me writing off Bam Adebayo. But look at the other teams in the Eastern Conference and how they're constructed. It is Giannis and Bam going to be able to carry a team and carry a team deep in the finals with what's in front of them. Look at the Knicks. Colin's right when you got to respect them with Brunson, with Towns, culture.
Yeah, you can't turn that down yet. You can't turn that down yet.
The bench, they're deep. Forgive me, Colin. I forget exactly what they're losing, but from my understanding is that
Mitchell Robinson, they lost Huck Porty. And that's really it.
They're bringing back a lot of the same roster that was able to win the NBA Finals. And if you're the Heat, you got to look at those two teams. I don't think Cleveland's a serious threat. They lost the most from this LeBron fiasco. And then if you go down the list, like
Toronto's going to be there, but to TBD on what's going on with Kawhi.
We don't know if Kawhi and that situation's going to get figured out. Spare me on the Orlando Magic. Spare me on the Pistons. I think the Pistons will be better. I think the Pistons are a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference. But the 3 teams in the East right now, the Sixers, the Knicks, and the Heat. And you hope that...
I'm not even willing to say the Heat. Why are we saying the Heat? The Pistons won 60 games last year. They got better. Why are we saying the Heat? Because of
blind faith.
Right.
Blind faith.
Davion Mitchell, who was great in the play-in game against the Hornets. We got Bam Adebayo. We got Giannis. Again, and a great coach. But Portis is not young. Giannis is 31. Fine. I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, you got a couple of pieces here and there. You lost Norman Powell. That's a good piece of offensive output. You lost a lot of offense in Hero and Jaquez. So this is a completely reconstructed team. For everybody to assume that the Heat are just going to, hit the ground running. I mean, why?
Now, stay there, because I want to go back to that. The reason I'm saying the Heat, you're right. It's blind faith in Riley.
It's blind
Spoelstra,
faith in Riley.
And getting the big star. I had to hear poor Heat fans complain we're in purgatory. We don't have a 1A star. We just go through the same recycled season year in and year out, post to Jimmy Butler finals runs, which is win, 38, 40 games, go in the play-in tournament and lose. Or, get into the first round and get swept by a top 5 team in the East. Now, if you don't think it's Miami as one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, who would you put up there? Because I almost called you. I almost called you on vacation because Evan goes, Mike, I think the Indiana Pacers, in so many words, might be better than the Sixer teams next year.
I think they'll be good. What?
Yeah. Oh God, dude. He said that Indiana could be the second best team in the East. He said the Knicks, and then he mentioned Indiana. I mean, and I almost blew up. If
he is predicting some injury-riddled season, that's one thing. But if he is predicting a healthy Sixer team to be anything less than 55 wins, they could sleepwalk. They could put Joel Embiid in a 2-month cryogenic chamber and have LeBron show up every 5th game, and they can win 55 games.
And Anthony Simon, it's a young, hungry player.
Simons, Edgecombe, Philon, Brown, and Maxey.
Yeah.
I don't care what the depth looks like at big. That team could easily win 50, 55 games.
Dude, Maxey, I think...
People forget how good Maxey is.
I'm with you.
Maxey's entering his prime. He was a 27-8 player last year. He was unbelievably good. He was outside of the top 4. He was that 5th through 8 in terms of MVP consideration, especially the first half of the season. I mean, that is, in my opinion, that's his team. Yeah. That's his team. And the real question, I don't think it was LeBron. LeBron's good at fitting into a role if he needs to. Now, in playoff time, it's LeBron. It's LeBron to the highway. But during the regular season, I think he'll be fine. The real question, I think, is Brown. Brown wanted to get out of Boston because he wanted to stop being second fiddle, big shadow to Jason Tatum, wanted to be appreciated for the star he is, and insert him into a more crestfallen fan base like Philly, where if he has 2 bad games in a row, they're going to be calling for his head. And number 3, he's going to be behind the shadow, in my opinion, of Maxey and LeBron.
Wait, Philly fan?
That'd be the end of you.
Now, Brown. Remember he said something about Bronny. Am I right on this?
I guess it's not a big deal.
Okay.
And remember, there was a quote that came out of LeBron at All-Star break, and he goes, they asked him about his relationship with Jaylen Brown. This is after the whole situation. And he goes, it's mostly been respectful between him and I outside of the crap he said about Bronny at the Summer League.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that they addressed with each other, and LeBron wouldn't go to that team. I guarantee you he called Jaylen Brown before he went to that team.
I want to, Brown leaves Boston, wants to be a 1A star.
Yeah, that's what.
Welcome to 3B, brother.
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question.
You got Joel Embiid. You got one of the greatest players in the history of the game in LeBron James. You got Tyrese Maxey, who Kyle's saying it's his team, and then a young VJ Edgecombe. I just can't believe how, when this trade initially happened, I go, oh, all right, well, they can't be that deep. They can't have that many good players off of the bench. And here we are with Dean Wade, Simons, and I think the Philon Jr., didn't he have 35 points in his Sweet 16 game against that Michigan team who had 4 pros?
Excellent. He's excellent. He's excellent. He will be a good pro. He'll be a very good backup point guard for them.
They are indestructible. It's the best, at least in that conference. That conference, I think if we want to go with on paper, that team is indestructible.
Yeah, against the Western Conference, it's different because the Western Conference is huge. The Western Conference has size. Every team is big. And the Sixers aren't big, but LeBron can play bigger than he is. You need to get Embiid healthy, and can he string together 7-game series in a row? We're getting way too ahead of ourselves, but you're looking for an angle. If you look at this Eastern Conference and you think that the Sixers somehow, some way are going to be worse than what they were last year, for example.
You know who I'm blaming the most? Who everyone here in ESPN West Palm, all my Heat fans, told me on Friday who they blame the most? It's the Boston Celtics. Trading Jaylen Brown intra-division to the 76ers and building a super team. Because Boston couldn't figure out how for Tatum and Brown to play nice. I know you disagree with me on this. I think Brown's a better player than Tatum. I think Brown. I think they probably got rid of the wrong guy. Time will tell. I know that Tatum has had great moments. I know he's stepped up in the playoffs before. But I blame the Boston Celtics, I think, more than anybody in this entire thing with LeBron going to Philly.
I mean, I'm down on LeBron here. How do you spin it any other way?
Go ahead.
How do you spin it any other way if you were LeBron James and you're 42
He wants to win.
years
He's
old?
a competitor. He wants to win.
Oh, he's a competitor. He wants to win. Why didn't he sign with Oklahoma City? I mean, just because you want to win, that's not an excuse. Did Durant want to win when he went to Golden State? I mean, there's levels to this.
He wants to win 4 titles in 4 cities. Do you buy that?
Yeah, that's obviously his ploy, and he obviously wants to be the guy to bring a title back to Philly for the first time since 1983. But if you're sitting here and trying to spin it that it is not at least a slight on his career a little bit, because LeBron has not had a perfect career. That's the thing about him. He might be a perfect player. He has not had a perfect career. Jordan has. Jordan has a perfect career.
And I was talking about this with buddies. Steph Curry has too.
Steph Curry has nearly a perfect. People are trying to talk about trading.
4 championships for Steph, a finals MVP.
2 without Durant. He has got a perfect career. He's had a perfect career. Kareem had a perfect career.
Hurts me to say that too, by the way.
Magic, outside of the finish, Magic pretty much had a perfect career.
But Curry Curry's the player like Kobe and LeBron, and Jordan, who stayed with one team.
Yeah.
And
Kobe's another one. Kobe, outside of the MVPs, which he probably missed out on one or two more,
Sure.
He stayed with one team. He won 2 without Shaq. He validated his career without him. He won with different coaches. Kobe is another one, nearly a perfect career.
Now, I think when it
LeBron hasn't, but to build on this point, LeBron hasn't had that.
No.
LeBron had blemishes of blowing up teams at the first team he got there in Los Angeles. He goes to this new young team. He's going to be the old man on the block, 34 years old, entering or on the end of his prime of his career, and he blows up the roster. No. Then he gets rid of the coach. Then he gets rid of Vogel. He brings in Darvin Ham. And then all of a sudden he brings in Darvin Ham, and Darvin Ham's a nightmare for 2 years. Then he brings in Redick. And then all of a sudden, LeBron says he has nothing to do with the Davis-Doncic trade. I think we're fooling ourselves if LeBron didn't at least sign off on it. So LeBron, goodbye Anthony Davis, in come Luka Doncic. It never really seamlessly fits. That doesn't include what happened the first go-around in Miami, where the first run they had, they were considering blowing up the team if they lost that Game 6 of the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals in 2012. They would have blown up that team in some capacity. And that's how close they were to screwing it up. The Bulls were the best team in that conference heading in to those first 2 years when they were in Miami, at least through the regular season. Then he goes back to Cleveland. And the first thing he does in Cleveland is he sort of maneuvers the team.
Trades Wiggins, the number one pick for Kevin Love.
Trades Wiggins, builds his own team. And you know what? It's validated off of the basis of that 3-1 comeback, which they were very, very close to losing. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, Kyrie's unhappy. The Kyrie thing blows up. They can never replace Kyrie's production. They tried Isaiah Thomas. They tried Dwayne Wade. They tried all that crap, all the LeBron buddies, and it doesn't work. And that's not even considering the first go-round with Cleveland, where, yes, roster construction failed him, but on top of that, I mean, there were some bad moments in there.
Yeah, you sign up for it because you have a chance to win a title. And all those teams that we just mentioned have won a title with LeBron. And, you have to deal with LeBron, right? You got to deal with the Lakers getting, investigated for possible tampering with Anthony Davis when they brought him from the Pelicans. Remember that situation?
Well, yeah.
Remember when they brought in AD?
They were trying to figure it out. They didn't know what the trade package was going to be. It was going to be the Kuzma, Hart, Ball, and Ingram and picks.
To defend LeBron, as I always do, I rather do all of that and have a chance to win a title. You're not going to win it. Listen,
that's from a fan's perspective. But from a player legacy perspective, I can't see this as if LeBron walks into Philly and all of a sudden averages 19-8 and they win a championship and Maxey wins the MVP. Are we really propping LeBron that much higher than where he already is? Maybe you already think he's the best of all time. I think he's second best. But if I'm trying to talk about a perfect cap on your career, I mean, unless he takes over and he runs that playoff run at 43 years of age and he defies laws of gravity and aging ever again, fine. But if I'm talking about from a basketball legacy perspective, he is the only star at his caliber that has chased teams and chased rosters to try to build championship contenders. He's the only one. Shaq got traded a lot of the time.
He did.
People couldn't handle Shaq, so they got rid of him. Cleveland, Phoenix, they couldn't get rid of him fast enough. And he fell off a cliff after his prime. And that's different. Guys play and stay with their teams. I'm not trying to downplay it, but outside of Durant, and Durant has not had a perfect career either. What has Durant done? He has chased rosters everywhere he has went. Chased rosters everywhere. Chased roster in Golden State. He chased rosters in Brooklyn. He chased rosters in Phoenix. He chased rosters in Houston. It just hasn't worked.
Yeah. And he's one of the best scorers, I think, of all time in the NBA.
Nobody respects his legacy.
No.
And it's a lot of it's because Golden State, but a lot of it's because of his post. If he went to the Nets and won a championship, you'd view Kevin Durant a lot more favorably than you do now.
Even Kyrie Irving.
That's a good point.
Even Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie did that, and he's kind of outside of that Dallas run. You give him credit there; he played well, but Kyrie has really been known for the shot, obviously, that won the championship, but leaving LeBron and then doing a whole lot of nothing other than. And I love Kyrie, all right? That's not me trying to sit here and downplay Kyrie's career. I think he's a great player, and I think what he did with the Mavericks was very underrated. But it's you got to win. Like, what did Colin just say? The thing is, if you're going to make these big decisions, you better make sure it works out, man. I mean, the Nets just, and to quickly stay on the Nets, remember when they traded their entire franchise for Garnett, Pierce, and Jason Terry? Blew up. Then they trade for James Harden, Kyrie Irving, or rather acquire Harden, Irving, and
Injury
Durant.
screwed up, but it
that
blew
blows
up.
up. They haven't been the same since.
Right.
They haven't been relevant. It's not even the same. They haven't even been relevant since those teams.
It's incredible. And maybe we're circling back to the point that targeting and seeking out a built roster like this is bad mojo for what NBA players try to do. But for top 15 players ever, I mean, sure, you want to make an argument that Wilt going to the Lakers in the later part of his career is an argument to be made about, him going for the 72 Lakers. Well, he already won one in Philadelphia. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But fine, that's in the 60s. Russell didn't do it. Bird didn't do it. Magic didn't do it. Jordan didn't do it. Kareem, fine. Kareem wanted out of Milwaukee. He didn't like living in Milwaukee. It was a little bit of it wasn't, I don't know. A lot of that was social justice and stuff like that. He wanted to go to LA, fine. But that's another example. I mean, he stayed there for the rest of his career. Magic didn't do it. That's another top 10 player of all time. Big O jumped around. That's fine. There's an example. Jerry West didn't do it. Guys, I'm going down the list here. Kobe didn't do it. Shaq went everywhere. And I think that hurts his legacy a little bit.
You sign up for LeBron and everything that comes with that because you're going to have a chance to win a title. And he wants to win with 4
running this charade again. We're running this charade again.
We are. No, we totally are. But I sit here and I tell you, Colin, I think this team's going to win a championship. And we're going to look back at LeBron winning at 4 different places and having to hear from Joe from Philly
That'd be the end of you.
Talk about how, LeBron is now the greatest thing ever after this fan base hated him for the better half of 24 years in the NBA. And
I don't know.
Call a spade a spade.
I'd have to see it. I don't know if a run like that is really going to satisfy me from a legacy perspective.
It depends on how he plays.
It depends on how he plays. And I really don't know if that's going to do it for me.
LeBron, I will say, everywhere, and granted, LeBron's 42, but everywhere LeBron has gone, it's turned into his team, and he's ultimately ended up being the best player. With all due respect to Luka Doncic, I think the problem there in L.A. was that he wasn't available. And go back and look at that Rocket series. LeBron was the best player in the series, which featured Kevin Durant and a bunch of other good young players for the Houston Rockets as well. So we'll have to wait and see. I still think LeBron has a lot left in the tank. And I would think that this team, this Sixer team and how they're constructed is definitely going to be winning an NBA title within the 2 years that LeBron James is there.
Barring a lot, you got to see the basketball being played. I just don't like it. It just doesn't rub me the right way. It does not rub me the right way. I said from the beginning I thought he should have stayed in LA. That was the finish of his career, the pinnacle of his career. He won one in Cleveland. He won some in Miami. He won one in LA. I thought he should have finished his career there. That was my personal opinion. Doing this again at 42 years of age, if you're calling it anything but cheap, I don't know what to tell you. It's cheap. It's not. This is not Brady coming to quarterback the Buccaneers to prove himself post-Belichick. It's not that. LeBron has nothing to prove in regard to that. Brady had to prove himself out of it's such a team sport. He had to prove himself out of New England. It's not the same.
Bron said he almost retired.
He says that every year. He says that every year.
If I could be selfish, I'd rather have had him retire than watch him play for the Sixers. But I think a league and where LeBron James is in it, I think it's good. Now, something that Colin and I will talk about on the other side of things. Laker fans are upset, specifically with LeBron James. I'll explain that when we return. But folks, 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. Get back to the life and the activities that you love. You can learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. Welcome to pro-level orthopedic care with Baptist Health. Once again, 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. Where do you fall with this 76er team? Are you with Colin and myself in the thinking of it's the Sixers and everyone else in the Eastern Conference? How do our Miami Heat, where you could listen to every single Heat game right here on ESPN 106.3, where do you think our Heat fall when it comes to the Eastern Conference? And on the flip side of things, I'll explain to you why Laker fan is upset with LeBron James on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike.
What's up, G?
I don't trust the office printer. It waits until I'm in a rush, and suddenly it needs toner, paper, emotional support, and a firmware update from 2017? PC load letter? What is that? I printed one box score. Now I've got 6 blank pages and a document from accounting? Why does it say paper jam when there's no paper jam?
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
When the printer declares war, you deserve backup. We're on your side. We're caffeinated and we're ready for battle. We're ESPN 1063.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey,
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours and yap about the fans. It would take 2 minutes for you to be finished. That'd be the end of you. How about that one, buddy?
It's not fair! You want to know what is fair? Duffy Sports Grill. Every time I go to your local Duffy Sports Grill, always have a great and fair time. And folks, listen, the thing that I get, it's a secret of the menu. You know, what is Shooter McGavin saying, Happy Gilmore? You know, it's secret of the pros. Secret of the menu, you get the buffalo chicken sandwich, but you ask for honey garlic sauce on it. Thank me later. That's a Mike Rizzo go-to. Put a little onion, put a little pickle, put a little lettuce, a little mayo, feeling, maybe mix it with a little ranch, get the crispy fries. Thank me later. That's Duffy's Sports Grill, folks. They are located all around South Florida and right here in downtown West Palm Beach. When you're hungry, think of our good friends at Duffy's. 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. Before we took a timeout, I explained that Laker fans upset with LeBron. And, my Uncle Jamie, who's had season tickets for the Lakers since 1997. My cousin Lucas, they've been going every game for years. You want what they told me, Kyle? They're mad at LeBron because they go, he goes to Philadelphia and he's going to be on a $3.8 million contract. But with the Lakers, he was making $50 million a year, signing 1, 2 year, 3-year deals for about $50 million. And they were complaining that they had no money to improve the roster. And then enter Luka Doncic. Do you think LeBron was wrong for taking money in LA as much as he did and not trying to do the most to win for the Lakers on the financial side?
I'm a big component, and I've had arguments with this with Theo Dorsey. If you're that great of a player, LeBron has made enough money to fund 50 lifetimes. And I know he's traditionally a cheap guy from what everybody says, but the fact is when you're taking a 2-year, $8 million deal to stay with the Sixers, and all of a sudden the Sixers can stack together a pretty great roster comparatively, and then but the Lakers failed you because you're taking 2 years, $110 million. The Lakers failed you, but they didn't. It's nonsense. If you're that serious about winning and you're a star that doesn't need the money, this is not like you getting your first max contract set you for life. LeBron does not need the money. He can make a Sprite commercial tomorrow and make $30 million.
Yeah.
But the fact that he didn't, I do think that is, I'm not going to say unserious about winning, but you couldn't take a little bit of a pay cut to open up the checkbook for the Lakers a little bit. Maybe the Lakers were operating in bad faith. Maybe he really didn't get along with Rob Pelinka, the general manager, and maybe that sort of bled through, and all of a sudden LeBron was like, I'm going to take the maximum amount I can because just to spite this front office. But it just tells you that when the Lakers, quote, fail you, it's not because, in a lot of ways, you didn't allow them to get flexibility when I don't need to say this. You don't need the money.
Yeah.
You don't need the money. Why do I know that? Because you just took 2 years, $8 million with the Sixers. You don't need the money.
Hasn't needed it for a while, but
hasn't needed it in 10 years.
I understand a player. I'm on both sides of the coin. Like I understand.
I'm not going to criticize him for taking money that he is worth because he's one of the best players in the league. But I am going to criticize people who go on and on about failing roster construction when there are 2 guys that take up 55% of the cap on the team. No wonder you can't build a roster. Rosters are expensive.
And even look at it on an NFL side, too, with the Cincinnati Bengals. I think there's a little bit going on there with Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and T. Higgins.
The Cowboys is another one.
Yeah, it's not just in the NBA, folks. It's in all of sports. It's in all of sports that's a capped league. I mean, the only league that doesn't have really a salary cap is the Major League Baseball. I could argue even college football at this moment in time, but I think both caps are coming sooner rather than later. But yeah, listen, I didn't really know what to say to my uncle and cousin.
Why don't they?
Do.
Why don't they? When LeBron was 40 years old, he did not need to sign a 2-year, $107 million contract. And it would have allowed the Lakers to at least go sign somebody, woo a free agent, something that would have improved the roster. And maybe that roster would have been really good. Luka got hurt. The season kind of got derailed after that. But the bottom line is that team was not good enough to beat San Antonio or Oklahoma City. And all of a sudden we're leaving him and we're supposed to vindicate LeBron because he left a team that couldn't build around him. Ding, ding, ding. He was taking $54 million a year. It's hard to build around a guy who, when you don't draft great, to do that.
And listen, for the record, I think LeBron and everything that comes with Bron, it's worth it because you have a chance to win the title. The Lakers, may it be the bubble title, I still rate the title. He won a title there. With that said, I will admit, when LeBron leaves a roster, Colin, it's usually, no money, no picks, no nothing. To the point where I have some buddies, Colin.
Because they used all the picks trying to build a roster around LeBron.
I have some buddies that I think they're dead wrong, but they call LeBron Thanos. And for those of you that aren't nerds, what Thanos does in Marvel, he goes to a planet and he basically just depletes them of resources and leaves it in shambles. And my buddies call LeBron Thanos. And when I remind my buddies that are calling LeBron one of the more egregious supervillains in the history of nerdy comics and Marvel, it's worth it because you have a chance to win a title. If I can. If I can, Colin. You think I wanted to trade Evan freaking Mobley for Jaylen Brown? If that meant LeBron coming to Cleveland? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm pissed. Not only didn't he come to Miami, my number one destination, because I live down here in beautiful South Florida, and I'm a South Florida, local now. I don't even get him at home because I got to deal with my front office not doing what it takes to win, and that's trading Mr. Cleveland, as you call him, Evan freaking Mobley. You do. If it's the cost. If the cost is high and you have a chance to win the title, I always think you do it. Granted, that's coming from me, who hasn't seen a lot of titles for all of his sports teams, not named the Buckeyes. But do you get what I'm saying here? I will sign up with my team being awful for 3 or 4 years if it meant LeBron coming. And give the Heat the credit, all right? They set this up for LeBron to come. They acquired Giannis. They got rid of their young players. They're doing everything they can to win now. It sucks that he went to the Eastern Conference and Philadelphia because now they're public enemy number one with their starting five.
Yeah, Philly was able to get an advantageous trade, as you said, with Boston. They didn't have to give up a lot. They were not going to give up Maxey, Edgecombe, or Embiid. Nobody really wants Embiid. And now all of a sudden Embiid's a good asset for them. So that actually helped them adversely because Embiid's injury-prone issues does not make him a trade candidate, and nobody's touching Maxey. So it's actually interesting how Philly was able to do this. That's from a team perspective. I get all that. If you're a team and you have an opportunity to go get LeBron, go get him. Go see if you can figure it out. I 1,000% agree. And it sounds like it was between Golden State and Philly. Doesn't even sound like Cleveland and Miami were really in the running.
Just stringing them along. And that's the number one reason why fans of the Heat and the Cavaliers are upset because they got strung along and now they're doing damage control. So let me get this straight. No LeBron, and the Heat are going to go out and sign like a DeMar DeRozan. And on the Cavs side of things, Jonathan Kuminga and re-sign James Harden. I mean, how did we get here? I blame all those reporters. That's why I made the rule on Thursday. No one knows anything. My poor father getting strung along with this friggin' baker who said he knew somebody. Someone in Rich Paul's office, like, guys, nobody knows anything. The only person who ever knew anything in this entire situation is the greatest player of all time. And he decided to go try to win a title at 42 years old. He looked at the Miami Heat. You want to know what he said to the Heat? And listen.
Not good enough.
Exactly. And he said the same thing to the Cavaliers. He said the same thing to the Golden State Warriors. Not good enough. I'm going to go to Philly with the best starting five in the NBA. As much as we can't stand,
how about that one, buddy?
As much as we can't stand that fan base, that's a loaded team. And my best guess, who's going to win a title within the next 2 years? It's what LeBron does. It's what LeBron does. When he goes to a new place, he wins a title.
I don't like it because, from what I said before, from a team perspective, figure it out. I agree. Go get LeBron. If you could do it, go do it. If you're a fan base, all right, you can swallow that pill. From a basketball legacy perspective, I think this is extremely cheap. This is very cheap. Basketball is the one legacy in sports, comparatively, where staying on a team and being involved in a team is important. And you can be in a situation where as long as you, as a great player, are present on a team, chances are you're going to be in the mix. Chances are you're going to make the postseason. Chances are you're going to have opportunities. Yes, teams can fail you. The Cavs, the first time around, failed LeBron. Fine.
Big time.
But the bottom line is you taint your legacy every time you leave and go Lego construct a roster elsewhere. This is the fourth time we're doing this?
It is.
Lego constructing a roster from scratch and then joining in and all of a sudden you're the hero? That, to me, I understand it's the game. And I understand how he's trying to normalize it. That, to me, is anti-basketball legacy.
I need to.
That's where I view it.
Kyle, I need to cool off. All right. And you want to know where I'm gonna? Do you want to know who's fair?
It's not fair.
Do you want to know who's fair here in the South Florida community that's going to help me cool off? That's EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. They have been serving Palm Beach County for over 20 years. Trusted locally since 2006, 2 decades of experience handling South Florida heat, a proven track record of keeping homes cool and comfortable. Experience matters when it comes to your homes. And folks, sometimes older systems struggle to keep up with today's demand. I mean, Colin, it is hot. It has been hot down here in South Florida. And if you have an outdated AC unit, it could cost you more in the long run. Florida Heat puts constant pressure on your system. If your AC is stuck in the past, it might be time to upgrade, and you could do it with our good friends at EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. If you got a take on LeBron and Philly fan, if you're a Philly fan and you want to throw the gloves down with me,
you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours and yap about the fans. It would take 2 minutes for you to be finished. That'd be the end of you. How about that one, buddy?
You want to throw the gauntlet down, throw the gloves down with me? 888-760-3776. When we come back, take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to talk to Colin and what exactly was going on in Los Angeles. See if he saw Luka Doncic.
We got the happy hour.
See if he saw a couple of stars.
The happy hour.
Yeah, happy hour coming up at 3 o'clock. But when we come back, I'm going to grill Kyle a little bit on one of my favorite cities in the country, because he said something that I kind of agree with. Best weather in the country. Stay with us, Theoretically Speaking, on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8-star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSIsYes.com today.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Don't miss Russo and Rizzo.
Did the Heat make the right move here? Is this an old NBA move that they're making in a current day where it's a lot harder to have 2 max contract players and then everybody else?
They needed to do it, and you got to trust the Heat culture. We hear so much about Heat culture. You give Pat credit, man. He took a swing, and I think it was a hit. Heat fans have been wanting this for years. Let's trust them. We finally got the big fish back in Miami. Let's trust the guys to make the right decisions.
It's Russo and Rizzo, weekdays at 4 here on ESPN 106.3.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
You put a lot into your business. Your signage should reflect that. At Signorama West Palm, family owned and operated for over 32 years, we've been helping businesses stand out and stay top of mind. We don't just design signs. We handle the whole process, including professional installation and service. From ADA signs to reception signs and full storefronts, we turn everyday spaces into branding that gets attention. We can handle it all. Call us today at 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpv.com.
So let it rip.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline. Mike Rizzo and Colin Russo filling in for Theo today on ESPN 106.3. I could sit here and tell you how unfair it is that, LeBron is going to Philly and the Philly fans can, enjoy Bron after hating him for 2 decades in the league. But that's going to be a fun team, dude. I got to say, man, that's going to be a fun team to watch. It's going to be a fun team to, I think, go through the 80-game schedule. And I truly do think they are the best team in the East. If you're on the flip side of that, 888-760-3776.
How can you rationalize it?
It's
how?
like
Talent, no. Coach, they got to win. They get a title-winning coach. There's not many of those in the Eastern Conference.
The only way you rationalize it is if you tell me the New York Knicks and because they just won a title.
Yeah, but the thing is, repeat champions have traditionally not done great in the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Celtics said 2025, they fell apart against the Knicks. That was after 2024 where they were great. Or the Knicks, they went 16-3. Well, the Celtics went 16-2 as well, or 16-3.
I would really say since the years where the Cavs would lose the Golden State, you're really right on that.
It was because
look at the teams.
Every single
Dallas.
year.
Look at Dallas.
Toronto never came back because Kawhi ditched town right after. 2020, the Lakers. The Lakers had an opportunity in 2023, maybe a little bit of 2021, but ultimately
Denver
fell apart. Denver beat them in 2023. They swept them, but every game was close. Phoenix got there in 2021 against the Bucks. The Bucks never made it back. 2022 was the Warriors against the Celtics. The Celtics were actually the rare team to make it back because that's after they lost.
Yep.
22. Then 23 was the infamous the Celtics go down 3-0. Then all of a sudden they rumble back to tie it up to Game 7. That's when the Heat blow them out. That was in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics don't get back there, and that they've been the most consistent team.
Yeah.
Celtics win. They fall apart against the Knicks. Tatum got hurt, and that didn't have anything to do with them losing the series. They were going to lose the series regardless when Tatum got hurt in 2025. And then all of a sudden, what happened last year with the OKC Thunder, they didn't repeat either. And that team was probably most primed to repeat over anybody.
I really do think if you're someone like me and really, thinks badly about the Philly fan, and for the record, all right, I know every Philly fan isn't horrible. I did blow up. Like, I definitely asked for what, Joe and Philly.
That'd be the end of you.
All right.
About that one, buddy?
I definitely deserved that, and I understand that, and I apologize, hindsight 3 days later. But I really do feel that way, guys. I mean, I don't know, man. I think it made the most sense for LeBron to go to the Miami Heat or go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But, and for all what Philly fans are saying in the Instagram comments and stuff with the clip, I understand it. I'm crying over spilled milk. I'm upset that LeBron's not on one of my teams. It's, it sucks. But you got to give him credit, man. You got to give Bob Myers, Colin, Mike Gansey. Apparently, now this is, Cleveland sources. Apparently, Mike Gansey had was involved in a big way in getting LeBron to Philly. For what it's worth, he's the new one of the.
Bob Myers, president of basketball operations.
He's the general manager.
Yeah,
yes. and he was working with the Cavaliers last year. And what people can't fathom around the league is that Kobe Altman, GM, got out finessed by Mike Gansey, one of the guys helped get a job.
If you're talking about from a roster construction perspective, there's an argument to be made because the Cavs did have a tradable asset. Now, apparently, LeBron, this is all based on the reporters.
He said, she said. Yeah.
Who know nothing. Nobody knows anything about LeBron.
We learned that. Kyle, we learned that.
Wendy doesn't know anything. Ramona Shelburne doesn't know anything. Shams doesn't know anything. Kendrick Perkins doesn't know anything. Markieff Morris doesn't know anything.
Stephen A
doesn't know anything.
Chris Russo?
McAfee doesn't know anything. Russo knows nothing. None of these phonies know a thing about what's going on with LeBron.
That's why I made the rule Thursday.
You will find out what LeBron is thinking when he tells you.
When we had Zaz on, I told you, I said, nobody is allowed to come on here and speculate.
Even that phony report that LeBron was pissed at Silver for making a comment about doing it quickly, so he held back. Nonsense. He was not making that announcement during the World Cup. He was not doing that. He did it you know what? You know what's funny? He did that, I believe it must have been, I want to say it was
Friday.
It was Friday morning at 11 a.m. maybe?
You texted.
You texted
It was
me.
11 a.m. That's how I found out.
Or it was 11, it might have been noon. You know why it's funny? It's at noon. It's right after first take is done. And that's it. You're telling me that's not part of it?
What, him and the beef with Stephen A?
Yes. So,
do you think he went there just to make sure the Knicks lose and to have Stephen A be upset? There are conspiracy theorists out there that LeBron is just trying to spite Stephen A.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. Jeez. But I do think in terms of announcement, there is an argument to be made that the only people who know are them. So I cannot stand when people report on LeBron because nobody knows what's going on with LeBron.
Now, let me ask you this. Is this good for the league? LeBron going to the Sixers.
Here's the
thing.
Because
I've heard both sides of it. Angry fans, very happy fans. A lot of people think that this gets some juice to the NBA coming up next season.
Yeah, people like stars moving, so that's why it's interesting. We're forgetting the biggest elephant in the room. Why is all of this happening? Why did LeBron decide to leave? Why did Kawhi Leonard get traded? Why did Giannis get traded? Why did Jaylen Brown get traded? It's because of San Antonio and Oklahoma City. And you can make an argument it's because of the Knicks. Fine. The Knicks were the best team last year. They're not the best team 5-year plan. It's because of OKC and San Antonio. People see Wembanyama, the alien, an 8-footer who's hitting threes from 40 feet in overtime against the Thunder in Game 1.
Under 23 years old.
He's 21 years old. So they got him. They got Fox and Harper, who are not Fox. They got Castle and Harper, who are excellent.
Fox is a good player. Got a lot of bad press.
Point is, OKC, we know how good OKC is, who they got better in the offseason. They got rid of all the players they don't need. Isaiah Joe, Lou Dort, Sia. We don't need Aaron Wiggins. We don't need any of you. And we brought in 2 good impact rookies. I mean, did you see what they did with Spencer Jones? Here's what they did with Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones is a forward on the Denver Nuggets. This is how petty Sam Presti, the general manager of the OKC Thunder, is. He was on a qualifying offer, which means if you wanted Spencer Jones back and the Nuggets need him back, another team could offer him, but the Nuggets, since they have bird rights, have every opportunity to match that offer, and then Spencer Jones would go back to the Nuggets. Does that make sense?
It does.
So OKC sets the price. So OKC signs him to like a $10 million contract just so the Nuggets have to match it, and now the Nuggets are in the second apron because they have to bring back Peyton Watson. They did that just to up their payroll. They didn't want Spencer Jones.
Yep.
They wanted to up the payroll. And they're doing that. That brings full circle to this. Every team is making these giant moves because they realize their 5-year plan pales in comparison to what OKC and San Antonio have been able to accomplish in terms of roster construction. It pales. The Timberwolves are another example. Got rid of Randall. Not afraid to make changes. Got LaMelo Ball in there. They're doing this because they were afraid of OKC and San Antonio. Sure, do the Knicks apply some fear? Fine. But it is because of San Antonio and OKC. So I think those are still the 2 top-of-the-mountain villains. And now it seemed like when we watched that Western Conference Final last year that it was those 2 and then everybody else in a big gap. Evidently, the Knicks were right there with them. But after that, it seemed like everybody else was just so much worse. This raises the floor of the playoff team that it's at least a little bit more interesting.
Is it fair for me to say I'm more high on Golden State this year than Oklahoma City than San Antonio?
I would say OKC is due for a really pissed off year. A really pissed off year.
And with all that said, Kyle, you mentioned the great, roster construction, general management of OKC, the Spurs being a young team. There also are conversations right now around the league that the Eastern Conference has comparatively gotten better as a conference. How far off is the East, in your eyes, still from the West, or have they caught up with number of good teams?
The Sixers are just as good as any of those teams in the West, but you just don't trust the chemistry of it all, right? OKC is a team with great chemistry. San Antonio is a team with great chemistry. Philadelphia, as it stands today, is a team with great talent. Talent will not beat chemistry when it comes down to it.
Who's the number 3 in the Western Conference? Is it the Timberwolves?
No.
Is it?
Maybe.
Colin,
let's go through this.
I'm looking at it. You're not taking the Warriors. You're not taking the Clippers.
I'll say this. I think Houston's due for a little bit of a bounce back year.
With fake tough guy Ime Udoka.
But Van Vliet didn't play the whole year. Van Vliet, Ahmed Thompson, they got talent.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I met a real tough guy.
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that.
I met a real tough guy.
That's the Ime Udoka of Philadelphia right there.
Minutes for you to be finished.
Dude, Joe from Philly. Tell you what.
That one,
worried about him showing up here with a
hammer.
Yeah, something. All right, I met a real tough guy. That guy's still Ime Udoka is still fake tough guy. Now, Kevin, what did they say? They got Durant. They're running that thing back. The Rockets are running that thing back.
Here's the thing.
It's just I don't. The point is,
plague season. I don't know who's that third team. I don't think it matters because they got 2 excellent teams there.
What I'm saying is,
teams.
I think comparatively, the top 3 to 5 teams in the Eastern Conference is probably better than the top 5 in the West. But the issue is, how big is the gap in everyone's eyes? 888-760-3776. How big is the gap that I keep saying Golden State, that Oklahoma City and San Antonio has on the rest of the league? I don't think the gap's that big with the Sixers. I think and granted, put some respect on the Knicks. They just won a freaking title.
And they went 16-3.
As Colin explained, the 5-year plan there probably isn't as better as them comparatively. And if I had to bet on who's going to win a title next year out of the Knicks, the Philadelphia 76ers, Oklahoma City, and San Antonio, I probably would go Oklahoma City, Philadelphia.
Is this 5-year plan or 3-year plan?
Next year. Straight up next year. I would put Oklahoma City 1. I would put Philadelphia 2. I would put San Antonio 3. And sadly, New Yorkers, I love you. I hope you could defeat the evil empire that has turned into Philly.
How about that one, buddy?
I hope you could defeat those people. But I have the Knicks at 4th on that list comparatively on who could win a title next year.
You know what's interesting, too? The Sixers probably have the best 5-year plan amongst those great Eastern Conference teams.
Simons and Maxey and Edgecombe.
Edgecombe is going to blossom the second LeBron leaves. Tyrese is going to be there for his whole career, Tyrese Maxey. Jaylen Brown's 29. You're going to get out of that Embiid contract soon. You're just going to need to figure out a big. That team's going to be good for a while. If there's no chemistry issues, that team's going to be good for a while.
And look at the management. Look at
Bob
Bob Myers.
Bob Myers also
Mike
built that
Gansey.
Bob Myers, by the way, took 2 years out of the NBA. He was the left because of him and Joe Lacob, who was the chairman of the Warriors. Left basketball, went to TV for a little bit, and then he joined, you know who, 2 years ago, in terms of roster construction? 2 years ago, the year they drafted Jaden Daniels, he joined the Washington Commanders front office committee, and he built that team that made an NFC championship run from scratch in 1 year. And then he leaves, he goes back to TV, and then now he's taken over the Sixers. He is one of the great executives in the history of sports.
Yeah, not even close.
I mean, it's him, it's Riley, it's Auerbach. I mean, he is that good. He is that good. And he did it to the Commanders. That team was the 2nd overall pick. They went all the way to the NFC title game.
I think outside of Kevin Durant and getting him to come. Now, granted, Durant wasn't he traded? I forget what happened. He got Durant there. That's what everyone remembers. But you want to know what I think Bob Myers is, our guy, Bob Myers? You want to know what his best move was? Getting rid of Mark Jackson and bringing in Steve Kerr. Because remember, the Warriors with that young core of Clay, Draymond, and Steph, 2nd-round exits, 1st-round exits. Everyone's like, it's a good team. It's a young team. They need Curry. Remember, Curry was getting hurt. They need Curry to stay healthy. But what were they missing? They were missing an all-time great coach. As much as I sit here and say they followed the yellow brick road against the Cavaliers at 15 because the entire roster was hurt, they won a championship with Steve Kerr. When we come back, we're going to have the happy hour with Christina Costanza. We'll check in on T.
She had a little vacation this weekend.
So we'll check in on that. Colin had a little vacation as well.
We get Dogfest this weekend.
Yeah, and remember, I told everybody you were at Dogfest this past weekend.
It's this Friday.
Well,
it's this Friday.
Yeah. I'm very upset that I can't go. By the way,
14 people at Grandma's.
I wish it could have been 15 with Mike Rizzo sleeping on the pier. All right, I
15
screwed up.
people at Grandma's. And what we're going to do on Friday morning is, and it's dead period in NCAA. I go for a run every time I go to Manahawkin, New Jersey. I run down to Lavalette, which is about 3-4 miles 3-4 miles south. And you know who's always at that Dunkin' Donuts every morning?
Who's always at that Dunkin' Donuts?
John Calipari.
Dude, that's my guy.
And we see him
I love Cal.
every year. We see him because he goes to the Dunkin' Donuts at Lavalette every single day. And we'll make sure we say what up to John Calipari because last year we saw him and we said what up.
Can you tell him fellow Siciliano Mike Rizzo says hello?
If I get him on the phone, I will have him call you. If I get him for 5 minutes, I'll have him call you.
You know I love him. You know, listen, I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm a fair weather Kentucky fan.
Which is phony.
Yeah, it is. Listen, Kyle, no ifs, ands, or buts. You know, we'll explain that more. But yeah, happy hour coming up next. Very upset I can't go to Dogfest on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Looking for the best pizza in Palm Beach County or the perfect spot to catch the big game with friends? Then head to Adrian's Pizza Bar at City Place in West Palm Beach. Enjoy handcrafted cocktails and Adrian's world-famous original square pizza, straight from Stone Street, Manhattan. From game day gatherings to late-night bites, Adrian's is the place everyone's talking about. Open daily from 11:30 a.m. to midnight. And don't miss the best happy hour in town. Twice daily from 11:30 to 6 p.m. and again from 10 p.m. till close. Adrian's Pizza Bar at City Place, bringing the legendary flavors of Stone Street, Manhattan to West Palm Beach.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
Canes fans, the 2026 Miami Hurricanes football season will be here before you know it, and there's no better place to experience it than inside Hard Rock Stadium. Feel the energy of the crowd, the excitement of game day, and the moments you can't fully experience from your couch. Season tickets are the best way to make sure you don't miss a snap, a score, or a signature Canes moment all season long. Lock in your seats today at MiamiHurricanes.com/football. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football.
For over 40 years, Ronald McDonald House of South Florida has supported families like Kayla's.
Without the Ronald McDonald House, we couldn't continue with Kayla's medical treatment.
We are now building a new, larger house to accommodate almost twice as many families each year.
It's a peace of mind knowing we have a place to stay without worrying about costs.
Help us build this new home by visiting rmhcsouthflorida.org.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, and now Christina Costanza. We are officially in the happy hour here on Theoretically Speaking. 888-760-3776 is that Baptist Health Hotline. I think Colin and I have exhausted all resources talking about LeBron going to Philly. T, I'm happy to bring you in. I'm sick of talking about LeBron going to that city. How are you? How was your weekend? I heard we had a little staycation.
Tina had about 1,000 cocktails on Saturday.
She was drinking like a fish?
She was sending us a picture of every
No
cocktail.
one was responding.
Because what we got to say?
I wasn't on that thing.
It was our show group text.
I wasn't on there.
Well, you're not usually on the show. It's the normal show group text where it's Theo, Colin, myself, and then Brian Rowitz. And yes, on Saturday, I was sending pictures of all my cocktails that I was enjoying, and no one was responding. I don't know why. Theo eventually did respond.
Well, give Theo credit. You know, he's dealing with an infant at home. Kyle, what were you doing that you weren't responding?
He was just ignoring me. Just say that.
Tina's getting blacked out at the pool. I'm not. I'm just, what am I going to say?
Now, T, speaking of cocktails, you have a cocktail of the day for us.
Yes. I love when Rizzo joins because he's picking the music that we don't usually pick, but that's fine.
It's a man-child, you know? They got two man-childs on this show, so you know, go ahead and give us a cocktail of the day.
So I was going to give a cocktail from O Resort and Spa that I had over the weekend, but I'll save those for Fridays. But one cocktail that Brendan at the pool made me, I had all the tequila cocktails that there were. So then I got to a point of, I was like, hey, I've tried all the tequila drinks. I want something different. He goes, I got you. I'm going to make you a paper plane.
Okay.
Do you know what that is, Rizzo? You're a bartender.
Can't say I ever made one.
Okay. This is my first time having it, and it was really good. It is.
He made it up on the spot, by the way.
No. It's a thing.
Oh, it's a thing?
Because it looks identical to what he gave me.
Okay.
It's Blanco tequila, Aperol.
You said you wanted something different than tequila.
No, I said I want a different tequila drink. I want it to have tequila in it. Okay. But I had all the tequila drinks already at O Resort.
You don't want to
Spa.
mix. You don't want to mix it either.
No, I had to try multiple things. I got like a sangria because I really like sangria at lunch. So Brendan made me the paper plane, which is Blanco tequila, Aperol, Amaro, and then fresh lemon or lime juice. I don't know which one he used, but he used one of those. It was delicious.
Good. Sounds something that, Theo likes the cocktails too. Theo would be all over
It's
that.
a waste of time.
Theo would be all over that. Where were we at? We were at the Hardy, and he had some concoction after he was done with the show. What the hell is that, Theo? He had to explain to me what's in it. Now, Colin, if you're Colin,
go ask the guy, what do you have in the back? What's the cheapest thing you got in the back?
Oh
Room temperature.
I still by the way, we were at our good friends at Das in Jupiter for the watch party. And Colin looks at the bartender. Das, they got all the great beers,
it's
all
a
the
beer
craft
garden,
beers.
So they got their own
There's
stuff.
a
It's a good
wall.
spot. Yeah, it's a great spot. And Colin goes, give me the cheapest thing you got. What they bring you out?
They brought me Narragansetts from the back room. Room temperature.
Dust on them.
Christina was a bartender.
He goes, I think these are like $4. I'm
Let's put it this way.
Get 3 of them.
T, I worked in the bar industry for about 10 years. I've never heard of that beer a day in my life.
It's a Narragansett's in Rhode Island, so it's a Northeast thing.
Okay. It's a Northeast thing.
He just wants the cheapest beer there.
Now,
yeah, that's what they had. I don't know.
Now, Tina, Colin was in L.A. We'll get into that in a second because I don't know if you heard, but I can't go to Dogfest this weekend. And
everybody asked me what Dogfest. Dogfest, for those who don't know, is bar anticipation in Lake Como, New Jersey, which is a famous bar at the Jersey Shore. And it's a yearly tradition that the Russo family congregates at Bar A the last weekend of July. This is going to be year 5. And we huddle up at Grandma's. I got 9 guys coming. We're staying at Grandma's. My brother's coming. No Kira, no Patrick, my 2 other siblings, so that's a break.
Timmy's going. Hang on. Huh? What do you mean that's a break? It's your 2 siblings.
It saves space.
All right.
And so that because then my buddy Johnny can come. And
So you're telling me Timmy's going to be boozed up and I'm going to miss that?
Yeah, Tim.
He's going to be loose.
Tim's excited for that. Tim's excited. And Tim doesn't drink that much. My older brother was a basketball coach in Northern Arizona, which is a godforsaken program. And
we got to get him out of Tina. We got to get him out of there.
Yeah,
we got to get him out of there.
Yeah, jeez.
I sent Colin a social post. I go, we got to get him the hell out of there.
Timmy,
we love you.
Tim's gonna be better than last year. But Tim's in dead period right now for the NCAA, and he's bringing. And Tim's going.
Is he bringing buddies?
He's bringing his best buddy Tyler. So Tyler's a good guy.
Okay.
And Tyler's been around the family for a long time, so it's gonna be great. And my parents are going down 2 days early. I just told them get a bunch of cold cuts and rolls, and then there you go.
Yeah,
that's like beach.
It.
Yeah, cold cuts and rolls,
Yeah.
chips, and then get some bagels and donuts for the morning, and then we are ready to rock and roll. And then it's gonna be Bar A to DJs. We do it every year. Bar A, and then we walk to DJs. and then you finish off the night at DJ's, and then you go to famous bars of the shore, such as the Parker House and other ones on Saturday.
It sounds unreal.
It's a great weekend.
And then on
There's
top,
other years you could go, Rizzo.
and there's going to be, and we get a Sprinter van. So I know a guy at the shore. I got his number, and
of course you do.
And he has a Sprinter van, and he just picks everybody up. So
Tina,
we get like
do you know what a Sprinter van is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's like the Mystery Machine.
Who?
The Scooby-Doo car?
Like the thing? Oh,
but it's bigger. It's bigger. It's with rows of
now
seats.
I see a
No, that's a truck.
a gentleman's club. I see a gentleman's club that has like the big thing, the TV
not that
on
big.
it.
That's like a U-Haul.
Okay.
No, this is a Sprinter van. Think like they probably have these in Vegas. It's like It's like a big van, but with rows.
All right.
More than like 3 rows.
All right, so you're providing transportation.
That's right.
In other words.
Yes.
Tina, listen, obviously
It's one of the best weekends of the year. Rizzo screwed that up.
I listen, I love our Inter Miami Herons. I got our game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, he's
I'm
excited.
looking forward to
I'm
it.
sure you're
Got
excited.
the Columbus crew coming. Going to be an empty-handed Inter Miami, by the way. We're supposed to be probably missing north of about 10 players.
Oh, God.
So I'm actually interested to see what Guillermo Hoyos, our gaffer, is going to do. But do you want to know, T, you said you could go another year. So next year, Colin, I'm going to be able to go. Do you know why? Because Inter Miami is going to be on the same
they'll be off-season
calendar because we're starting the sprint season,
They'll be
which
off-season.
is a 14-game season from the wintertime to May. It's an abbreviated season to get caught up.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Granted, I probably should get a hotel room. I'm not going to burden
No, you go to Grandma's. You stay
sure?
at Grandma's. Yeah, you stay at
Sounds
Grandma's.
like everyone stays at
Grandma's 93, and she loves having people
All right.
over.
Well, do me a favor.
And
Mike-
my Aunt Maureen and my cousin Kara are also coming to the house.
All
It's
right.
going to be, there's like 4 or 5 better. It's not a big house.
Auntie Mo's
Aunt
coming.
Mo's coming, and there's going to be 35 people in this house.
Dude, I'm there. Next year, you save a spot on the floor with a sleeping bag for old Riz, because I'm coming, dude.
Yeah.
And Tina, I told Colin, dude, I'd crush the Jersey Shore. I've never been. To be fair, I had a friend that lived in the New Jersey area, Colin, and don't ask me where. It was like a weekend that I stayed there in college. I truly don't even remember where.
At the shore?
No. In like the greater New Jersey
Oh, okay.
area.
Yeah, that's a
So
waste.
I've been there one time. I've never been to New York, and I've only been to New Jersey one time for like 48 hours, and we didn't really do anything. But I've never been to the shore, and I know I would crush it. I'd be dancing on the dance floor. I'd have my shades on, Now,
You'd be a
Shades
bunch
are
of
your
dudes
thing now.
with the skin tight tank tops
Oh,
and
dude.
Yankees fitted black flat brims. Trying to get the DJs.
I'd throw on a
you get Lenny's Pizza on your way home.
I'd throw
Yeah.
on an old school Indian snapback from the 90s. My hair slicked back. Be a whole thing.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole thing.
You can't wear a white. You cannot wear a white plain
That's fine.
T-shirt.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can wear a black tee.
You can wear any T-shirt. You cannot wear plain white.
All right, I'm gonna wear.
That's DJ's rule. DJ's rule. You could wear a white T-shirt with logos on it.
Now, Kyle, we're gonna be sweating. It's gonna be hot. All right, I'm gonna be hot.
Last year was 100 degrees.
Yeah.
This year it's about to be 80. It's gonna be 80 and sunny.
We're gonna be sweating. All right, I'm a serious forehead sweater.
Yeah, dude,
All
I'm
right?
a big proponent of the Jersey Shore. That's the summer spot. There's northeast spots. There's a bunch of them. The Jersey Shore's got the most character.
Now,
That's
T, are you interested in the Jersey Shore? Have you ever been to the Jersey Shore?
I've never been to the Jersey Shore.
You'd fit right in.
I don't. Why do you say that?
Because we're Italian.
Why do you say that?
We're Italian. We'd fit right in. Are you kidding me?
Like
Costanza?
I guess, yeah,
Are you kidding?
Yes, we would. How are you gonna crush the shore?
I'm gonna be dancing. I'm gonna be talking shop with the New York sports fan who I love. It's gonna be great.
A lot of famous people are always bouncing around.
We're good on the
A
famous
couple years ago, it was me and Chase Claypool in the Parker House basement. Chase Claypool.
Kyle, we're not really.
And he got
we're not
cut from the team.
But here's the thing. Like, I'd love to see Coach Cal. Don't get it twisted. But like, we're not looking for famous people.
No, I don't really.
It's- we don't care.
I could care less.
Neither here nor there.
It's not a big deal to me, but
So-
it is funny to see Chase Claypool by himself. Just like doing moving his head around like the robot.
But
It's
be on the beach tanning. I'd be swimming.
That is the last thing Colin's doing is laying on the beach
I'm
tanning.
the morning of Friday and Saturday. You go to the beach.
You go to the beach?
Yeah,
And then you lay out in tan? Or are you playing, I feel like you're doing activities.
I'm
like you're
swimming in the
throwing
ocean
the
pretty
football
much.
around.
Kyle's got some color.
I'm
He's
swimming.
got more
That's
color than
not
me right
from-
now.
That's from this weekend. Though,
I'm
in
swimming
LA.
I'm swimming pretty much for the entirety. I'm at the beach, in the ocean.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
all, dude. I love the ocean.
You know what's a great ocean?
What's a great ocean?
The Pacific Ocean.
It is. Now,
That is a better ocean than the Atlantic.
Now, Colin, hold that thought because we're going to talk about that on the other side. Because I got. I'll tell you what. I have a favorite. I have a favorite beach in Los Angeles, and I'm actually wondering if you went there. But Tina, listen. Speaking of a favorite spot here in South Florida, somewhere that
Spent the weekend there.
Yeah, listen. My auntie's in town. I'm gonna tell Auntie Vicky about this spot. Tell us where you're at this weekend.
I had the best staycation this weekend at O Resort and Spa. I checked in on Friday and I got to walk around the resort. On Saturday, I went to breakfast on site. I took a beach walk. They're connected to the beach, so you can I did a nice 1.5 mile walk on the beach, came back, changed into my swimsuit. I hung out by the pool. I had a lot of cocktails as the group showed text. Saw all of them.
Perfect.
And every name of the ones I was drinking. I had lunch at Ocean Breeze, had a delicious sangria and a Caesar salad.
A little tuned up at lunch.
Went back to oh yeah.
Let's go Shambe staycation.
I didn't have to leave.
Whatever sandwich you got back there.
I wasn't leaving the property. I enjoyed my cocktails. Went back to the pool, had some more drinks. That's when Brendan came up with the paper plane, and he gave that to us because we had all the tequila drinks already on the menu. Had dinner at Nobu. Oh my gosh, it was insane. I was trying. It was actually the best experience when you go to a restaurant and our server, Benjamin, he goes, "Would you like me to steer the ship or do you have things in mind?" I was like, "Steer the ship. You can bring out whatever you want." I love trying different foods that way and sharing it. I had yellowtail, I had crab, I had lobster, I had steak, I had cod. I had foods I've also never had before or have heard before. It was insane. It was delicious. It was an amazing experience at Nobu. And then I walked to my room. Also, my room came with a bottle of wine and some desserts. It was amazing. Woke up on Sunday morning, had a 10:15 massage scheduled. I woke up, I went downstairs, grabbed a nice coffee. I hung out at the spa. I got my massage from Ricardo.
Oh my
Hung
gosh.
out there all day. It was amazing.
Wow.
I'm relaxed. I feel so good. It was the best experience at O Resort and Spa. And hey, summer's not over yet. Everyone else can experience what I did this weekend if they go make a reservation at O Resort and Spa.
O Resort and Spa, folks. That's where you're going to go and have a great time and be treated.
Mike's going this weekend.
Yeah, I'm going this weekend now. Listen, I'll explain. I can't sit still. I don't know if I could do a massage, but everything else sounds amazing.
Mike, I
cannot sit still. I can't sit still.
I've told you about my hammam, which is the Islamic massage I got in Morocco.
Which is dare I say, a waste of time. But
you would have loved it.
I don't.
No, it was crazy.
I don't
told
necessarily.
us?
I don't remember. No, you got to refresh my memory here.
The guys who helped me out, fascinated with American politics.
Yes.
What?
What's that?
Trump with
breaking
what?
it down.
Okay, all right.
These two Moroccans.
They loved it.
When you get a massage though, you have
ticklish.
to
Insanely ticklish.
Yeah,
you touch me and it's over.
Your feet?
Freaking out. Oh my God, forget about it. Very ticklish.
Okay,
everywhere.
Well,
everywhere. Doesn't matter.
I think it'll be fine. You could put in your notes before you get in there, very ticklish, and maybe they have a way to work around
All I'm
that.
saying is I grew up with about 15 female cousins on my dad's side, and I have nightmares of them tickling me almost to where I almost, wet myself. That's how ticklish I am.
Okay.
So I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Is your back ticklish?
Everything. Everywhere.
Everything?
Everywhere.
Okay.
You stay away from me. Don't touch me.
Well, you could also get a facial.
Don't touch me.
Instead of a massage.
Yeah, you can do it. Cal knows, Doc Al and Medway, but I need maybe a facial to clean my face up a little bit. Got great skin.
A little rubbing alcohol would help.
This is, theoretically speaking, the happy hour. That's Christina Costanza. That's Colin Russo. I'm Mike Rizzo. We're filling in for Theo. More great conversations when we return on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hey, I'll be home in about 10 minutes. Actually, make it 8.
Hey, Mom. Yep, I'm walking home now. Mom, I'm trying to cross, but I don't think this driver sees me. No, they're driving too fast. Mom!
Speeding catches up with you. Early, on time, a little late, just get there safely. A message from the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
When barbecue is done right, you don't just taste it, you crave it. Head to Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach and dig into slow-smoked brisket, pulled pork, fall-off-the-bone ribs, award-winning burgers, and scratch-made sides that'll have you coming back for more. Whether it's lunch, dinner, game day, or happy hour, Pig Beach delivers big flavors and a laid-back South Florida vibe. Make your next stop Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach, 2400 South Dixie Highway. We'll see you there.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
There are over 1 million people in the U.S. living with profound autism. Many can't speak. Many can't live alone. Few get what they need. The world isn't built for them, and too often it forgets them. But we see them, and we know what's possible with help. Well, to read more about Autism Speaks, science, advocacy, and awareness and acceptance efforts, or to read about some of our other initiatives, please visit autismspeaks.org.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and a best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, her
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Now, folks, college football is right around the corner. And I'll tell you what, and by the way, welcome on back. Theoretically speaking, Mike Rizzo filling in for Theo. We got T in for the happy hour, and also Colin on the ones and twos. But T, we got football season right around the corner, and we have an absolute powerhouse right in our own backyard at the college level.
Kaiser University, the Kaiser Seahawks. Their schedule is out now. Tickets will be going on sale soon. Look at the schedule. Look at your calendar. Pencil it in. Go to a Kaiser football game this fall or any of the fall sports going on at Kaiser University. They are champions there. And you can check out all the latest on the Kaiser Athletics news anytime at kuseahawks.com.
We have Chris Swager in on Russo and Rizzo, AD of the Kaiser Seahawks. We'll talk to him shortly coming up here in the next couple of weeks to give us a lowdown on what's going on with Kaiser University.
Tough guy to reach, I'll tell you that.
He's finally off vacation, I think. He's back this week.
Him and I, Kyle, I don't think you were here. I did ask, no, were you remote?
I was here. I was there.
I think, you were remote. I remember I had a big conversation with him about Florida State. Not to get into Florida State and what's going on with the football program and the entire athletic program. No money. As much as I could sit here and blow up about that. Now, Tina, you've ever been to LA? Have you ever been to California?
I have not.
Mike and I, we agree.
It's
the best weather in the world.
It's not even close.
Not even close.
So my thing is, don't get me wrong. I'm kissing. I love South Florida. All right. I actually would rather live in South Florida than, California. With that said, though, weather-wise, unbeatable. It's like in the winter, it's like 58, 60 degrees. And then summer comes around, and it's 90, but it's a good 90. It's dry heat.
Yeah, well, we have humidity here.
The humidity kills me
but also a cold breeze because the
Right.
Pacific Ocean is colder.
And also my favorite spot, Colin's going to tell us about the beaches he went to, but Tina, there's this spot called, do me a favor, if you ever go to LA, if you ever go to the greater Los Angeles area, make sure you go to Hermosa Beach. And I'm pretty sure our friend of ESPN West Palm, and I think Berkey, I think one of the I think he lives near Hermosa Beach.
All right. Is that near Santa Monica?
Yeah. No. I think it's more south.
So it's Manhattan Beach.
Hermosa Beach.
I don't know exactly.
I'm at your mercy with where it is on a map. But I went for the frog. I'm just sitting here and tell you.
Is it north or south of LAX?
Hermosa.
So do you know where the Chargers facility is?
No.
Okay, because we passed. Like Colin,
No,
you literally leave Hermosa. So it's the city. Do you ever watch Rocket Power growing up? Any of you guys?
No.
Okay. Well, the city that Rocket Power is based in, it's based off of Hermosa Beach, and it's unbelievable. It's Mediterranean. Colin, it looks like the coast of Italy, like the houses and stuff like that, the West Coast / Mediterranean style of house.
Yeah, it's just south of Manhattan Beach.
It's my favorite beach on the planet because we grew up going to Santa Monica. And then my uncle, this time around when I went to Los Angeles about a month and a half ago, he goes, Mike, I got to take you to Hermosa. I go, what the hell is Hermosa Beach? We're not going to Santa Monica. We're not going to Newport. No, we're going to Hermosa Beach. It'll forever, I will be going to her. I will make sure to go to Hermosa Beach every single time I go to Los Angeles. But where were you at?
You know why it's good? Because the waves are great. The waves.
It's fun swimming.
Fun swimming.
Fun swim, dude.
The water's too hot here right
I don't
now.
like the waves.
The water is
boogie board.
Yeah,
give me my boogie board.
The best.
I put goggles on. Like that's how serious I am when I'm in the Pacific Ocean. Like down here,
it's too hot.
Pacific
the water,
Ocean.
So you don't really get that many swells. But in the Pacific, since the water's so cold,
it's refreshing.
You get great surfing. I'm not good at surfing, but I like the waves, so I like body surfing and all that stuff. That's great time.
Yeah.
There's nothing like when there's a storm off coast and just something. I love that. That is a excellent ocean spot.
You got to realize, growing up, my family being Midwesterners, my parents' vacation for the kids was go to the beach for 8 hours for 5 days straight. So I grew up swimming if it was in L.A. visiting Uncle Johnny or going to the townhouse in Treasure Island.
How to become a good swimmer.
You gotta
do that.
My mother and it'd be 3 hours into the beach. Mom, Dad, can we go? I'm beached out. No, go swim. It's what it was. So I grew up swimming in the ocean. I absolutely love it, and I did it at Hermosa Beach. Now, Kyle, you said Newport. You were at Newport Beach.
Newport is good.
And Laguna.
And Laguna's great. Laguna's great. That's like good surfing and stuff like that. Like that's like off the coast and like rocky and stuff like that. It's very cool.
It's the closest, and granted, I'm a phony. I've never been to Italy.
I've been to Laguna a number of times. I went with my family a number of times, and my brother's out in LA too. So it's a awesome swim.
Is it fair to say that area in California, and even a little bit of
it's one of the premier living locations in the country.
Isn't it a lot like the Mediterranean? Like structurally,
Maybe.
Mountains, coast.
I could see that.
Coastal.
North Italian coastline, I could see it.
Okay.
I could actually see that.
Because my brother goes, that's the closest thing you're going to get to the homeland. That's what he tells me every time we go there.
You know what? Not too bad.
That's what he tells me every time I go there. He goes, Mike, this is because my brother goes to Italy every year. Like I said, I'm a phony for not doing it, but it's just like, it's what he tells me.
Yeah, the thing about Mediterranean is you don't get good waves at the Mediterranean.
No.
It's
no,
not.
no, no.
It's
no.
calm. It's calm.
No. T, are you swimming the ocean, gal?
Nope, I'm a little bit afraid of the ocean.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a good swimmer?
No.
You're a terrible swimmer.
I'm not a good swimmer.
Now,
you grew up in South Florida. You're a bad swimmer?
Not that great a swimmer, yeah.
I could do beach for about 3 hours. That's my limit.
Well, down here it's too hot.
Yeah, but even like
Yeah, but if you're dipping in the water, it's fine. You can.
But
can do it.
even when like the weather's say like 80, you got a breeze, you're getting a great tan, it's a great beach day. Dude, 3 hours and I'm ready to throw in
because
the towel.
you do anything
I'm
more than
beached
that.
out.
You need to bring food.
Yeah.
You need to bring a cooler.
Yeah.
You need to bring a sandwich.
My-
you need to get all that stuff together. And a lot of that crap's not worth it. Sometimes you just go in the morning, you just bring a towel, you're ready to rock and roll.
Go to O Resort and Spa. I hung out there from 11:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. There was
out.
food there, cocktails there, a pool. It was fabulous.
If you were to ask me, T, pool or beach, I probably would say pool, but beach has its spots.
See, I would say
Beach
beach.
has its spots.
And I don't know if that's like I grew up with a pool. I don't know. Like I prefer the beach over a pool day. I don't know. That's just my thing. And I'm just dipping in the beach.
500 times out of 500. Not even a consideration.
Granted, I'm fading. My tan is fading, Tina. I've been busy on the weekends. I've not been able to lay out. But my grandfather, who's not with us anymore, my pappy, he was pool guy. My cousin and I, what would happen was I'd get beached out. And pappy, if he was on vacation, he'd take my cousin Blake and I back to the pool. Hence comes the term, Kyle, if you want to leave the beach, beached out. We're beached out. When we get beached out, Pap would take us back to the pool, get a nice little pina colada, obviously with no alcohol. We were kids, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Core childhood memories, man. I would probably go pool over beach, but beach still has its way. But 888-760-3776. That is the Baptist Health Hotline here on Theoretically Speaking. Kyle, fresh off a trip. Tina, fresh off a staycation at Oak Palm Beach. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm going to need to take a vacation, which isn't going to be coming anytime soon. But Tina, I mentioned to you, I've been training for my 10K coming up, but you know what? There's no better person, I think, at this station that trains better than Christina Costanza at F45.
Hear that, Colin?
I'm hearing it.
Yep, hear that? That's crazy. But me and Colin both go to F45. That's where we train. I went this morning. It was great to start my week off at F45 Palm Beach Gardens because I took the weekend off of any workouts to be able to relax. It was a strength day. I lifted a little bit heavier. I did heavier chest presses, a little bit of lunges. F45 Palm Beach Gardens, whether it's a strength day, a cardio day, a hybrid day, you get a little bit of both. You can pick what you want to do. You don't have to figure out, what am I doing at the gym today? It is all there for you. If you are looking to compete in a High Rocks, they are a High Rocks gym. Tomorrow starts a 12-week program at F45 Palm Beach Gardens that works with High Rocks to get you ready for the race. F45 Palm Beach Gardens. Check them out on Instagram and see the summer specials that they've got going on.
Now, Kyle, obviously training in F45 as well. When's your marathon? When's that New York City marathon?
November 2nd. November 2nd.
I've been seeing on the Strava app, you've been ramping up a little bit,
well,
too.
I got hurt.
Again?
Hurt. Yeah, I'm always hurt.
I saw you run
I ran on Wednesday.
6 miles, yeah.
I ran on Wednesday, and then I was supposed to have a 10-miler on Thursday, and I got runner's knee. First time in my life. I usually don't have knee problems, but it's called PFPS. It's like, patellar whatever, and it's just an inflammation when I just got to rehab my knee. So I'm going to be rehabbing while I train. I'm going to run today. I'm going to see how it goes. I couldn't walk down the stairs for about 2 days.
What?
Only
down?
Only down.
So, I'm trying to
and
think
that's
of
when
that
you know it's
sensation,
runner's knee.
Tina.
That's when you know it's runner's knee.
I thought up would hurt more.
No, it's when
It's
you go down.
insanity.
Yeah. So, very strange, very annoying, but it feels better now. I've been doing more yoga stuff, isometric stuff to be able to
Pilates. Go do a Pilates class.
Yeah, honestly. Because that's all good for keeping you healthy. But the bottom line, it's just, I need to start rehabbing it. It's very annoying.
I'm doing my first ever Pilates class today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm actually a little nervous. This is an area
Really?
I've never tried, and so I'm a
You're
little
a
nervous.
champion
Is it
workout
reformer?
person.
Is
What
it
do you mean you're
reformer?
nervous?
It's with the reformer, yes.
You're going to struggle.
Dude, come on.
No, I think I'm going to.
Seriously?
It's totally different.
Tough. It's not easy.
Dude, Tina works out every day.
It's different.
She works out 6 days a
It's
week.
different.
I think you're going to be able to handle it. I don't know, man.
My friend was like, "Will you try with me?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?"
You're going to have to come back. You're going to have to report back to me. I think it's going to be easier than you think. But Colin's you are. You know what? I'm always sick. Granted, knock on wood. I haven't been sick since February. Knock on wood. You're in a boot.
I always get a lingering injury. And the thing is, I go to great lengths to take care of my body. It's
You do?
very annoying. It's very annoying.
And you
Believe me.
swim.
Yeah, I swim. I mean,
Can you swim with this injury?
I'm going to run today. I'm going to see how it goes. I've taken
you and
off
me
since
both
Wednesday.
running after work today. It's going to be hell too. I do 5 days a week, Tina, and sadly I didn't do Saturday or Sunday. I did Monday through Friday. The Monday back is always like, oh God.
But you have to do it on a Monday.
You have to. You got to. But what I'm saying is I'm going to be huffing and puffing out there, especially with Auntie Vicky in town, eating like an absolute degenerate. Now, folks, if you have an injury like Colin Russo, if you got a knee, what did you call it?
Runner's knee.
If you got, a runner's knee shtick going on, you got to hit up Baptist Health. Welcome to orthopedic pro level care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, the expert team at Baptist Health delivers the same advanced care trusted by the professionals. Get back to the life and the activities you love. Learn more at baptisthealth.net/ortho. Welcome to pro level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. Let's take a time out. When we come back, we'll wrap up the program once again. Mike Rizzo in for Theo. Colin behind the glass on the ones and twos. And Tina in for the happy hour on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Hi, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike. The first day back from vacation is tough. You have to put your work personality back on like a rented suit. Inside, you're still by the pool, mentally ordering fries, but outside, calm face. Just say, great to be back. How was my trip? Have a tight 12-second answer ready to go. And not too many details about where you got that blister. If you see an email with phrases like circle back and quick sync, you can't panic. Don't worry, your any personality will reload on its own. We'll get you there. ESPN 106.3.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Hey, Michael Irvin. Another promo just dropped on Hard Rock Bet. I got a profit boost this morning. Whoa, and a huge bonus bet just hit my account. Is the app on fire like this every week?
Only on days that end in Y. Like today, yesterday, all day, every day.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start playing today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Trans World Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Mike Rizzo filling in for Theo. Tina in for the happy hour. Colin behind the glass. You know what? I'm proud of Christina Costanza because, Tina, you're not a movie gal. But you did go and see Odyssey.
I did see Odyssey.
And Odyssey, Odyssey to Colin and I, it's like you remember where you were. You know what I mean? When that movie came out. Colin, Odyssey is one of the all-time great movies we're going to get, I think, within the next 10 years here. And you got to do your due diligence to get to the theater. I'm proud of Christina Costanza for seeing the film.
I was checking IMAX 70 millimeters in like Southern California and in New York 4 weeks out. 8 a.m. showings, 11 a.m. showings, 3 p.m. showings, 4 weeks out, completely booked.
It's unbelievable.
Wow.
That's how popular this movie is.
It's going to make 1.1, 1.2 billion. Easy.
Was Oppenheimer the same thing?
Oppenheimer made a little less than $1 billion, made about 970. So
I don't remember I went and saw it in theaters, but
it had Barbenheimer. That's why. It was with Barbie.
Oh yeah. Do you see Barbie?
I didn't see Barbie.
Okay.
I know you're not a Barbie fan though.
Listen, but don't say that. It's not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? It's not a movie that I would go and see. You know, if I had a girlfriend at the time and a special someone, I definitely would have been dragged to the theater for it. Don't get it twisted. But I'd rather watch some anime or some sports. Now, T, can I sell you on the new Spider-Man?
You could sell me on a movie. Like if I'm invited, I'll go to the movies.
Now, Colin's
I'm just not doing it myself.
Colin's my movie guy, and listen, I've been down on the slop that Marvel has been coming out with for years.
Which I think the new Avengers is going to be like that too.
It's going to be Disney
movies.
slop. It's going to be slop.
I don't think it's going to be great.
Unbelievable.
I think Dune comes out the same day. We're with Lizan Al Gaib. We're not with the Avengers.
It's insane to me how you could get Star Wars and Marvel so wrong. You really have to try to put out awful movies. But you're telling me the Spider-Man's going to be good, right? Are we seeing Spider-Man?
I can't go this weekend because I'm at Dog Fest, but I'll see it early next week if you'd like to.
Kyle, are we seeing it? Okay.
Early next week.
All right.
Early next week, we'll go see it.
All right, yeah, because even my boy Gomer, who's a movie guy, remember the big shakedown? Remember I told you me and Big Dave and Gomer with the pizza and the trash, the big shakedown at the Strongsville Cinema.
Yes.
I used to go to the movies every single week. And I remember I asked Gomer, I was in Cord last night with Gomer. I go, Zach, why aren't you going to the movies anymore? He goes, Ritz, there's not any good movies anymore. He goes,
yeah, he's wrong.
He goes, there's not any good movies here. He goes, we'll see Odyssey. And then he told me, he goes, that Spider-Man's supposed to be good. And I told him the same thing I told you guys. I said, isn't it just Disney Marvel slop? He goes, Mike, it's Sony. And I go, oh.
Well, Marvel's involved, but yes.
But Sony, don't they have final rights to Spider-Man?
It's a Marvel project. It's a Marvel project.
So we're going to be disappointed.
No, I think you're going to like it. I think it'll be good.
What do I have to see? Now, I stopped after Loki.
You're going to have to see the new. Have you seen the third Spider-Man with the other Spider-Man in it?
No.
With Toby?
No.
And Andrew? You didn't see that one?
The last superhero movie I saw that wasn't Bob Pattinson's Batman and the Penguin on HBO.
It came out December 21. You did not see it.
Did not see it. The last
with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in.
Did not see it. Was down on them after what they did to Star Wars and the slop that came out with Marvel.
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire?
Down on Disney. Down on Disney. All right, and what they've done to these movies. Okay, that I grew up loving. What was it? What phase am I thinking of? The original Iron Man.
I have no phase 1.
And then phase 2 with Infinity War, right?
You should have saw the one with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
The last Disney Marvel I saw was that godforsaken Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I saw those, and Loki was great. That's where I stopped.
You know what I watched?
I didn't see Strange.
Okay.
I didn't see the Fantastic Four,
which is good.
I didn't see what's the otherworldly beings, the Eternals. I didn't see that.
That's a waste of time. The Thunderbolts is good.
Okay, I didn't see that.
That came out last year. I really liked the Thunderbolts. That was one of my favorite Marvel movies.
I heard they ruined Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
No, 3 was great. 3 was an excellent movie. Excellent movie. I loved 3. I loved 1. I hated 2.
What's the one with Kang the Conqueror? That was awful.
We didn't even see it. Waste of time.
I heard Kang had a rough go at it off the screen, too.
That's why they moved on.
I just I don't know, Kyle. What the hell happened to superhero movies? Now, I heard DC's got some juice, T. I heard DC has some juice with that Gunn.
James Gunn, the guy who did the Guardians.
He made
the old Scooby-Doo movies too, which are very good.
Scrappy-Doo?
He did one the island, and the other one with the Monsters Unleashed.
T, are you Scooby-Doo gal?
Yes, I did watch that growing up.
No, the live action ones with Freddie Prinze Jr.
I saw one of them.
Daphne, who he married in real life.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. They married in real life, you know that?
Now, the DC stuff with Bob Pattinson, What was the movie we all loved? There was Penguin. We loved a recent DC movie, and we're like,
Superman.
wow, yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Jeez, I forgot about it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
You know, I promise you it was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
So there's juice there. DC has juice. And remember, after the Christian Bale Batmans, it's like, oh, God, what the hell is DC doing? And Marvel was the top dog.
Yeah.
Now Marvel's in Dagobah, in the swamp.
Right. Yeah, I'll be into that Spider-Man movie this week. We'll see if it's any good. I confidence it will be. I won't be able to see it this weekend, so hopefully I don't get spoiled. That's what I'm kind of worried about. But, yeah, I've still been on people go see Odyssey. I've been on it was hard to get people to go see this because they couldn't get tickets. It was so hard to go get a ticket. So I was dragging people. I booked 3 different people their tickets for them. And I found them spots and places to go, and they Venmo'd me, and I gave them the tickets.
In the 90s, all right, early 90s, late 80s, Colin would have been a multi-millionaire, the trip booker?
Travel agent?
Yes. You would have been a multi-millionaire travel agent. You missed your calling. You were about 30 years too late
30 years
on
too late.
being a travel agent.
Yeah, that would have been a
You're
big
going to have
time.
let Colin plan your trip. Be pretty good.
I would let Colin plan
Cost
a trip.
efficient.
Would you
good
actually?
flights.
I would let you plan like excursions and stuff, like activities. You're not going to plan where I'm sleeping because I'm going to.
You're going to pick the hotel because
I'm going to pick the hotel, the nice place.
You're going to be in Guatemala doing experimental drugs.
Well, I just had hold on. One of my good friends who I grew up with. She, by the way, and she went with a couple of her friends. Went to Guatemala and did the volcano hike this weekend.
And she did the snake venom drug?
She did not do the snake venom drug. I don't know about that.
You did that.
No, I did not do that. I heard about that in Peru by a guy who just came from Guatemala and said the snake venom they injected. It's like a secret menu item behind the bar.
I'm still on that. That's insane.
Yeah, they give it to you in a syringe, and it's 3 syringes. But
oh my God.
Yeah, but that's different.
People are nuts. So Christina, people are nuts.
I just had a friend who just did the Guatemala trip. That is going to get done within the next 6 months.
Your mother put the kibosh on that.
She's
You're not going.
She's not going to find out until
not going to find out.
She's not going to find out until I'm done with the trip.
That's not right. That's not right.
Oh,
that's not right.
She's going to wants to shut down Guatemala. I'm getting Guatemala done. I felt an immense wave of jealousy when I saw her pictures. Immense wave of jealousy. She said she had to use the restroom, number 2, in a outhouse during a thunderstorm, no roof. And I'm like, that is awesome.
Only you. That's awesome
only
for
you.
you
Would think that's awesome.
And then
that is what life's all about.
There was
being in the mountains on a volcano, and then at some outhouse when it's pouring rain.
Where I go to is the trip you went on when the woman put her underwear, on the aerator.
Yeah, right. That was
sweating her fanny off all day, and she throws her sweating her fanny off all day and throws her underwear up there.
She put her panties on the
it's insanity.
on the AC unit.
Disgusting.
Yeah, to air it out. I don't know.
Air it out. Air it out. No one needs to smell your fanny.
Yeah, it was rough. The 2 German guys walked in.
Weren't happy.
Hey, we're not happy. Speaking in German to each other. Guys, what are we talking about?
You have had some godforsaken experiences.
Oh, God. Guatemala is the next one. And I'm between 2 for next year. Big one.
Colin, do they have,
next year.
like, this is like...
I got 2. You ready? 2 big trips.
Okay.
And I'm leaning one direction. Obviously, Guatemala's going to happen. That's going to be like a 4 or 5 day trip. But I'm between either you go to Vietnam and Thailand, and you
Thailand's amazing,
and you do something called the Ha Giang Loop, which is where you hire a 5-foot Vietnamese guy on a moped, and he drives you around the mountains for about 4 or 5 days, and you just like stop at these little like huts, and you go with like a big group, but like you're basically attached to this guy in the moped, and you go through like the hills and the mountains of Vietnam. That's option number 1.
Wow.
Option number 2, it's a great time. And the thing is, you kind of age out. If I'm like a 26-year-old doing it, probably a little old.
Yeah.
But
that first trip didn't convince me.
25, no, it's a great time. And
guy driving around on a moped?
Yeah.
Little huts and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty out on that.
No, it's great. And
where's the hotel? Where's the all-inclusive facilities?
You go to these huts and they have like bars there, whatever. The second option is Miami to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Nairobi, Kenya, 4-hour shuttle across the border to Tanzania, and I hike Kilimanjaro.
Oh, wow. My uncle did that.
Yeah.
You know, my uncle,
It's
My uncle did
It's
that.
a great trip, and
Yeah,
you don't.
my uncle
and
did
the
that.
reason that people like it is because you don't need mountaineering experience. You don't need the ice picks. It's a trek. It's a walk.
So it's funny. I'll have to put you if you want to do that.
Who's this? Which
Uncle Jamie in L.A. He did it because he was hiking I remember he was sending me snaps of him hiking L.A. I go, Uncle, what's going on? He goes, I'm going to hike Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, you got to prepare for it.
And he did. And it was the best shape Uncle James been in like 20 years.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. The thing is, it's very expensive.
Yeah,
so that might be a couple years down the line because I don't think I can afford that.
The famous show, there's some rivalries between the uncles, Uncle Patrick and Uncle Jamie. Uncle Patrick made the joke that Uncle Jamie got helicoptered to the top of Kilimanjaro. He didn't like that.
Yeah,
Uncle Jamie did not.
The reason
he
it's
didn't
good is
that.
it's like a normal hike. You just do. It's a trek. You don't need to. You're not ice picking like you would at Everest.
Now, do you want to know my 2 trips next year? L.A. and Dogfest.
Okay.
Those are my 2
What about
trips
Italy?
next
I thought
year.
you were doing Italy next year.
It's up to my dude. If I'm going to be honest, man, listen, I'm not like a $4,000 plane ticket to Italy.
It's not $4,000.
Where how I want to fly, it's going to be $4,000. I'm not flying
coach.
I can't fly coach for 8 hours.
Mike, I'll tell you this.
I'll have a panic
I had
attack.
a red eye last
I'm
night.
not kidding. Like I could fly, but if it's 8 hours in coach, I might have a
I'll
panic
tell
attack.
you. Here's coach for you. I was in 43D on a big Airbus for Delta last night, LAX to Atlanta, and
5.5.
Yeah, about 5 flat. And I was trying to knock out. Plane was taking off at 9:30. Around 10:20, I was able to doze off. I get woken up at around, this is Pacific time. I get woken up locally around like 11:45, like an hour and a half, 2 hours in, to the flight attendant dropping a full ice water cup on my lap. And she was trying to hand it to the girl in the aisle. And in the window, and I was in the aisle. I was wearing gray sweatpants. So it just looked like I had a major accident. And I was ice cold. So it's like a cold tub. It's like on my shirt and everything.
You're up.
And I wake up and I'm like, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like delirious. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And I'm like, can I just get some napkins? She takes like 12 minutes to get my napkins back. To get me napkins. So at least there was a dude next to me who had a sandwich mid-flight who had extra napkins from his Jersey Mike's, and he gave me those.
God.
He gave me
Hang on. Jersey Mike's on an airplane?
It was rough. At
God
11
forsaken.
p.m.
Oh, my
At
God.
11 p.m.
People are nuts. Nuts!
11
You mean
p.m.
a sub sandwich at 11 o'clock? What are you, a
It was
friggin'
nuts.
maniac?
It was nuts. The lights were off. The lights
Oh
were off
my
in the
God, dude.
on the in coach.
Dude, what is wrong with people?
Yeah, that was wrong.
Why are we eating a Jersey Mike? You get it Mike's way? I mean, my
you
God.
can smell the vinaigrette.
How about that one, buddy?
What are we doing
But
here?
he gave me his napkins.
What are we doing
He gave
here?
me his napkins when I was in a tough spot, so I appreciate that.
Folks, you hear that music? That means it's time for us to go. Sometimes friends have to go away, but a part of them stays with you forever. Remember that in this life. Colin and I are going nowhere, though.
This has been quite a Monday to remember.
Yeah, we're going to be talking more LeBron and more Philly.
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours and yap about the fans. It would take 2 minutes for you to be finished. That'd be the end of you. How about that one, buddy?
Hopefully we don't get more Philly fans threatening my life. But we'll catch up with everyone here in just a second. T, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I tell you what, I need to go to Old Palm Beach and go get the treatment.
You do.
Not bad.
More LeBron stuff. I mean, Colin, I am exhausted. I am exhausted from this whole LeBron James situation. Miami Heat fans, if you got to take 888-760-3776, that's a Baptist Health Hotline on ESPN 106.3.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSYes.com today.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire. With the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed, you'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and I...
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's has voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
We also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey,
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Progressive presents the Museum of You.
We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then, you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
If you are looking for the perfect excuse to treat yourself this summer, I've got one for you. O Resort and Spa in Palm Beach is offering its Red, White, and O package. And it's such a great way to enjoy a luxury staycation. Book 2 nights or more through September 30th, and you'll receive a $250 resort credit to use at the spa, restaurants, or resort shops, plus complimentary valet parking and a special welcome gift. Visit EAUResortAndSpa.com to book your Red, White, and O getaway. You deserve it. Terms and conditions apply.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
Call into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game, Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3, the 27th of July, 2026. We're in the depths of the offseason. I'm seeing A.J. Brown acquired from Eagles June 1 on NFL Live right now. A little late to the party there.
Hang on, Kyle. You don't want to talk. You want to talk LeBron?
Well, we'll give our thoughts on
LeBron.
We did not. We'll get our thoughts on LeBron throughout the show. Mike and I just did Theoretically Speaking just before this. We'll be on Theoretically Speaking on Wednesday and Friday of this week. Or no, Mike on Friday. I'm going to be on sabbatical.
Yeah, you're going to be at Dog Fest.
Yeah, amen to that.
And I'll tell you what, pissed I'm not there. Next year. I'm there next year.
Who knows? So a couple things here. We got Elias Bustamante behind the glass. We got Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. We're streaming live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida. LeBron is a Sixer. We'll get into that a little later on in the show. First things first, we talked about it a lot last week. The Odyssey.
Oh, dude.
And that phony behind the glass there. Put on your headset right now. Elias Bustamante.
He's hiding. He's hiding.
Elias Bustamante, who was planning on seeing it, on Labor Day. We had to drag him out. And
you have to put the white pants away by the time he comes.
Yeah, right. And we told him, all right, you're going to go see this movie ASAP. And Elias was able to see it over the weekend. The Odyssey by Christopher Nolan, which came out about 10 days ago, has made a boatload of money. Everybody has seen it. Mm-hmm. And Mike and I talked about it a bunch last week. Elias took his headphones off. Let's get how you feel.
Yeah.
Broad scope, blanket statement. Let's talk about
and
this.
we got to get Dunkirk off that top 5 list.
Such a great movie.
Odyssey. All right.
Such a great movie.
Perfect.
You loved it.
Love it. Sunday, 10:04 a.m. It was packed. Full of people. Full of
IMAX.
people. IMAX, of course. Yeah.
Packed.
A lot of people.
What do you think about the Damon as Odysseus? Matt Damon as Odysseus.
I think he's gonna get nominated.
You think he'll get nominated?
Yeah.
Wow.
How doesn't he? He
I
made the movie.
I would agree.
I don't know if he's gonna win. Depends on Dune.
I don't think he's gonna win. Lisan Al-Gaib's gonna win.
Oh,
yeah,
all right,
I think so. We need to wait on Dune.
You got something there.
We need to wait on
November,
Dune.
guys. November for Dune.
December 18th.
December 18th, the same day as
Wow.
Steve.
So it's right before the cutoff.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Right before the cutoff
And
for
then
2026.
they're releasing it around Christmas.
Yep.
They know they got a player.
Yep.
They know they got an awards player.
You love saying that.
Yeah, they
But
know they got.
he's
They
gonna
know
get-
these studios. When they release movies scheduling, it tells you how good they move the movie they think it is.
Yeah, but he's
So-
gonna
so
get
you love the
nominated.
movie. All right.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the bouncing around storylines and stuff like that? Were you able to?
Yeah, 100%.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't get lost at all.
Any negatives to the movie?
No, I think pacing was great. 3 hours goes super fast. You don't feel it at all. I think at the same time, you talk about the score. I think it was good. I think it was a good score. I mean, sometimes I felt like maybe could deliver a little bit more, like more power maybe. But I don't think that's like a, bad thing from the movie. I like it. I don't see anything bad. And I think it's one of the Nolan movies that I always see the Nolan movies like twice, but not like close by. You know what I mean? Like not back to back. But I think this is the first one that has made me like I want to go back and see it again. Like right now.
Where was your favorite stop? What island? What trial? I guess was your favorite when it comes to
I know you want me to say the with the flowers, but no.
Well, you know,
I know you want me.
Listen, that wasn't my favorite stop. No, but all I'm saying is, you know, the really good looking mature lady did her part a lot better than Colin
like
gave her credit
on the Odyssey in the book, on this movie they forgot or they took out one of the stops before he goes to Ithaca.
Yeah,
there's another one before and they took it out of the movie. But I think maybe for me the best one, it's when he. Can I say it's gonna spoil people?
Is it the one with the farm animals?
With the who?
With the animals?
The witch.
No, the one that came before that one.
The
Cyclops?
No. After
the Giants. The Giants. Yeah,
that
Giants. You like the Giants. Okay.
That one.
Yeah, you just got a baby that's about 6'8", you know, crying in armor.
And it was funny. He's like, I hate to see the mom and dad.
Yeah. But I think, honestly, and the end of the movie, that last 30, 40 minutes, I think was perfect. Perfect.
When he's talking to John Leguizamo and he's like, vengeance is coming, then everybody just like leans up in their seat.
Yeah,
and, like,
100%. Everybody, he's coming and it's coming hard, like the vengeance, you know? So,
do you think anybody did a bad job acting?
We know who you think did a bad job.
I don't think.
Are you with me that Charlize Theron was a waste of time in the movie?
You're dead wrong.
But what else could she add, like, emotionally to the movie?
There was no level of seduction. He didn't want to stay.
God, I want to stay.
Well, you'll stay anyway.
I want to eat that lotus flower. Tell you what, you're dead wrong there. She did her job, dude. Did her job. You're so wrong on that. Why are you so down on Theron?
She didn't
good-looking girl.
You know what I'm talking about? She was just like kind of walking him through it. She was like allowed. There was no level
But that's my point.
He was like held captive there in the book.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like emotionally, what do you want her to do? Like, what do you want her to add? She's just
further convincing him to stay.
You want a little bump and grind? What are you looking for?
But at the end of the day,
what are you looking for?
Because you know what
over there.
You know what I like, and
what are you looking for over there? I mean, honestly,
what type of movie you think this is?
What, a little nudity? Like, where are we going here?
No,
what did you want?
I don't know if this is gonna spoil people, but well, maybe yes. I'm not gonna say anything.
All right,
be careful.
It's been out for 3 weeks.
No.
Been for 10 days.
I'm that
10
guy.
10 days. No, but it's
10 days.
It's not okay. I do think like
Time's
in the
moving
way
in slow motion.
I mean, I think she was fine on the way she was delivering her lines because what else emotionally can she add to the movie? She was just basically like guiding him to do whatever he need to do. You know, that's it. I think it was fine.
Rubbing his back.
How do you think Tom Holland was?
Better than I was expecting to.
Okay.
Now, do you agree with me when I said I hated his character at the beginning, and then at the end I was rooting for him? At the end, I got behind him.
Of course, because it's like a coming of age, character for him.
I just like for me, I wanted him Rich coming from me, be a man. You know what I mean? Like I wanted him to be a man. That movie.
Yeah,
and
but the movie didn't ask him to be that.
Exactly, yeah. And that's why I think it was brilliantly written. Because at the end of the film, I think you finally started him seeing understanding the situation and what to do, especially when, a certain someone comes back. Now, I think with the stop, your favorite stop, what'd you like about it the most? Because for me, I think it's the Witch's Hut. I think that was the most well-written stop of them all.
Strangest, weirdest.
What made you like the Giants the most, I think, out of all of the trials and tribulations?
I just think like this way. Well, you know which one I think, not that one. You know which one I like the most? That when he goes to...
The Underworld?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a great one. Forget the Giants. It's that one.
Well, and it's that Elliot, what's the young man's name?
Sinon.
And remember, before the movie, there were a lot of controversy that
right, because Elliot Page is transgender, and everybody thought he was Achilles.
He stole the movie,
and he was excellent.
He was like the second best character in the entire movie.
He was excellent in the movie.
What was the name of the general?
Agamemnon.
No, Agamemnon was the king. Menelaus.
Yeah, no. Agamemnon.
The king. Okay.
I'm not gonna say the name because I'm not gonna pronounce it right. He doesn't talk in the whole movie, but you just feel the presence.
Oh yeah,
you just feel the presence.
Armor is so cool.
As soon as he, like the first scene he shows up, as soon as he turns around, you're like, wow.
That's why I thought he was Achilles. That's why I told you I used Craig Carmison's AI chat GPT. I'm like, because he was the helmet. The helmet looked like Achilles. That's why I got so confused on it. How about his moment in the movie though? When they meet him at the
It's great.
Yeah,
oh
great.
my God.
That
dude.
scene,
when he retold the story on what happened to him.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
Wow. That whole scene is just great. It's just great, and I think the whole movie overall is it's awesome. I don't see anything bad.
You need to see it again, yes or no?
I'm gonna see it again, 100%.
You're gonna see it again because you feel like you need to?
I want to. I don't think I left anything out. Like
I think the movie is it tastes. It's a lot different going down the second time because of the recontextualization that you get after seeing what the ending is about.
Yeah, 100%. Because remember,
changes how you view the movie.
Yeah, when I saw it the first time, the only time I saw it, it's like, okay, I get a little bit lost, but then you just catch on the movie, and if you read the book, you just catch on the book too. But if you see it two times, you're like, okay, now all this makes more sense, and then I think you understand more the story. And it's not only the travels and the fighting; it's also like Odysseus, like change as a person. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing. So I think I have to see it again.
How about our guy Bob Pattinson? Plate liquor!
Yeah, he's great.
Oh,
he's
my
great.
God.
Such a great villain. Such a great villain.
He might be. You think he'll win an award?
No, not for that role.
No.
I don't think for that role. I think he's great in the movie.
He's going to get it for Dune, though.
If he's in Dune, too. Keep in mind, he's a bad guy in Dune. He's a baddie in Dune. He loves those bad guy roles, those weirdo bad guys where they could just make
you know who's going to get nominated for sure? Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Hathaway will get nominated.
Yeah, 100%.
She was great. Do you have an issue with her?
No, I thought she was great in the movie.
No, she was
great.
I would agree. Why would I have an issue with Anne Hathaway?
I don't know.
Mike, Charlize Theron is a lackluster actress.
No.
She's not a great actress.
She played her part well. She'd be up for something.
She's
supporting actress.
No, she will not. I guarantee you.
That Shape of the Water movie. All right, what's that movie that got for
Shape of Water?
Shape of the Water.
If I see
great movie.
No, it's not.
Oh my God, are you kidding
Such
me?
a great movie.
I'm gonna walk out.
All the movies from Benicio del Toro.
Dunkirk. He's got his Shape of Water. What else do you love?
What didn't win? There was something that I loved that didn't win that year. The Shape of Water.
Was that 2017? Maybe.
Yes.
I have to go through it.
Whatever. I remember I was, wanted to be movie.
Was it Green? No, Green Book won.
I wanted to be movie guy that year.
Have you seen Green Book? That's a good one.
I haven't seen it.
Great movie.
That's a good one.
My father, he's got a movie critic on the show, and he goes, I want you to watch all these movies. Gave me the list of the movies, and I remember I picked my favorite one, and Shape of You won. I go, that was by far one of the worst films I've ever seen, let alone win it. About a mermaid and a human.
Elias loves it.
What a waste of time.
I think it was a good movie.
Whatever.
Well deserved, good story. I think it was a good movie.
I got to get off that.
I got to see what else was nominated the year that Shape of Water won. Because
there's something on there that I'm like, how isn't this winning?
Yeah, let me take a look at this. That's interesting. Wow.
While you do that, Elias, did you like the first stop? Did you like the big behemoth of a man? Or a monster, rather?
Dude, it's a great scene. Yep. It's not a highlight.
No, not at all.
I disagree.
It's not that much of a highlight.
Dude, it was freaky.
I think
they made it freaky. It didn't talk.
That's the point. He didn't talk, and the thing I love is he was a practical effect, not CGI. So you just feel something. It's different, and I agree with Colin. He said it last week. Christopher Nolan needs to do a horror movie. 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
He needs to save Star Wars.
No, Mike. Not everything is sci-fi or whatever.
He needs to save Star Wars. That's what he needs to do.
Some horror movie, some psychological thriller, something like that.
He needs to take 8 years to make a three series movie for Star Wars. That's what he needs.
The best motion picture of the year in 2018, Shape of Water won. The other nominees were Call Me by Your Name. See that one? Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer. That's like an Italian. It's a romance movie.
There's one that
Darkest Hour, which is about Winston Churchill. It was a good movie.
Okay.
Gary Oldman was nominated. He might have won the Oscar for this.
Yeah, I think so.
And Dunkirk was nominated, which should not have won. Get Out. I thought Get Out was great. Did you see Get Out?
I did, but the movie. I should know the movie once you say it.
Get Out is when Daniel Kaluuya. It's Jordan Peele's first movie, and it's about the photographer that goes to his white girlfriend's house, and they're all weird, and they're trying to,
There was something nerdy. There was something nerdy that came out that year.
Lady Bird, The Post, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and Phantom Thread.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
the 3 Billboards one.
Huh?
Yeah.
There was something nerdy that came out in 2017, and I can't remember. It was an Infinity War, was it?
Oh,
maybe. Yeah.
It was Infinity War was that year, and then the next year, Avengers Endgame was nominated.
I was upset that one of my nerdy films didn't get nominated.
I was definitely because the next year,
I'm shooting from the hip.
Next year, 2019, Black Panther was nominated, but Green Book won.
which I thought was a great movie. You should see it. It's a good movie. It's a good male bonding movie.
Mike, a superhero movie winning an Oscar is going to be very tough.
But what I'm saying is I saw Shape of You win.
Yeah, Shape of Water.
And I go, that was
movie.
the Shape of Water. And I said that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I mean, Mike, how about this? The year before, talking Oscars right now, 2017, Moonlight won, I thought Moonlight was pretty good.
I want to see that.
I didn't think it was
Moonlight was the guy who ages backwards.
No,
that's the Curious Case of Benjamin Button. That came out
what's the one where they're in the courtroom where it's Vinny Chase's ex-agent? Do you see Entourage?
Who's Vinny Chase's ex-agent?
Remember the woman who is Vinny Chase's agent in season 4?
No, dude, Moonlight's like an adulthood movie.
Yeah.
It's about like a young black kid, and he's like,
nope.
It's a good movie.
What am I thinking?
The other
I saw
ones,
you dancing in the moonlight.
You know what
I'm talking about?
The other ones nominated are Arrival.
Good movie.
Great
movie.
Which is an excellent movie. I thought that should have won. Fences was good. Hacksaw Ridge was
great movie.
Excellent.
Better than Dunkirk.
Hell or High Water, excellent. Hidden Figures, excellent. La La Land, I thought was excellent.
Excellent movie.
Remember that was when La La Land, they announced La La Land won, and then they changed everybody got on stage, then they changed it, and they said actually Moonlight won because they screwed it up.
Yep.
And then it was Lion and then Manchester by the Sea. That's a heck of
great
a year.
movie.
That's a heck of a year.
Hang on.
Tough movie, though.
Was that when, who got it wrong? Who is the guy?
No, I don't know who screwed it up, but somebody announced
that wasn't
La
the
La
game
Land.
show guy, right? What did the game show guy get wrong?
Who's the game show guy?
It's from Cleveland. He did.
What game show guy's from Cleveland? Jimmy Kimmel?
No.
What's in Cleveland?
Steve Harvey?
Yes. Didn't he get it wrong? Or what did he get wrong? Miss America?
Yeah, he got something wrong.
I got my awards
He's a
mixed
Cleveland
up.
guy?
Yeah, he's from Cleveland.
No, wow.
Yeah.
No, but that year specifically, I mean, I liked Moonlight, but geez, I would have given it to The Arrival. That movie's excellent. But this coming year, The Odyssey will be nominated.
I want my nerdy stuff in there. I want Odyssey in there, and I want Dune in there. If Odyssey and Dune, because I saw the preview for Dune, I can already tell you it's probably going to be the best movie
Project
of the year.
Hail Mary is going to get nominated.
Did you see?
That's a good one. Project Hail Mary, which you haven't seen yet. You should see it.
What is it?
It's a movie it's based on a book. It's on Amazon Prime right now. Ryan Gosling, the guys who directed it did Spider-Verse. They're great.
Okay.
And it's
a superhero?
It's a live action movie. It's about a guy who wakes up on a trip in space, like on a spaceship, and he has to save humanity, and he doesn't really remember.
Did you watch The Martian?
Yes.
It's the same author. The same author.
It's a good movie. It's based on a book.
Damon getting home.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like
Martian,
but
right?
it's great. And he finds an alien.
I want to make sure I have Martian right.
Yes.
It's Damon stuck on
That's
Mars.
That's right.
And they're trying to get him home.
That's right.
And God, who's the director at NASA?
Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, good actor.
Yeah, good actor.
I like him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
But Childish Gambino's in that movie too, I think.
Yeah, he's the nerdy guy who knows all the
Rich Purnell.
Yeah. He knows all the analytics.
Yeah. That movie was Project Hail Mary. You should see.
Okay.
It's very good.
It will
get
right up my
nominated. It'll be
alley.
a threat. It'll be a threat.
It's right up my alley.
It will absolutely
all
be a
right,
threat.
all right, let's pump the brakes on a threat to Odyssey and Dune 3.
Will it be a threat to Odyssey and Dune?
What?
Project Hail Mary.
I don't think so. Probably. I think it's going to win for probably
Gosling
like special effects.
Gosling will absolutely get nominated.
Yeah.
Are you Dune guy, by the way? Do you like Dune?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Dune 3, that trailer. We could all agree that's going to be the best movie of the year,
I
right?
thoroughly agree.
Yep.
Like, I looked at Colin. I didn't even say anything. And then we watched 2 more previews. And I finally looked back at Colin and go, how about that Dune trailer? And he goes, bro, unreal. We saw 3 movie trailers and we were still thinking about the Dune 3 trailer.
Odyssey will get nominated. I don't think it will win. Because I think Dune's got it. And we haven't even seen Dune.
If it's not one of those 2 movies, I am down on the Hollywood Free Press. That's who votes on it, right?
The foreign press.
I am down on the Hollywood foreign press if one of those movies don't win.
888-760-3776. A member he'll be at Dogfest this weekend. Cologne in New Jersey.
Unbelievable. I'm the only one who's not going to be there.
Hi, Cologne. What's going on?
Hey, looking forward to Friday again with you guys. Well, with you, Colin.
Mike, Mike.
You got to get down there sometime. But
next year.
Odyssey, yes. Yes. Odyssey, Anne Hathaway, yes. Oscar worthy. The best line in the movie was when Queen Penelope at the end went into cover when they were fighting, and her disloyal maid tried to run behind her.
Yeah.
Said, no, you belong out here.
When Odysseus strings the bow, and she closes the door, and the maid tries to squeeze through. She's like, no, you're out here with all the people. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
That's a great scene. Cologne, you love the movie?
I did. I did. And, and Charlize Theron, I see your point about maybe she's done more. But at the same time, I really did like the fact that she did not use her sexual prowess to try to keep him there, and he
Cologne.
There's an actual.
Hang on.
Instead of Mike saying,
hang on.
Like,
Cologne.
That's an actual good take.
Cologne.
That's an informed cinema take.
Stop. It's Cologne. You're lying to yourself if you're telling me you're not eating that lotus flower with her. You're lying to yourself.
Of course, yeah. I love Charlize Theron, but that's what I thought she was going to do. But she didn't do that, so it plays like more of a Oscar-worthy movie.
I
appreciate the call, Cologne.
Thank you, Cologne. Thank you so much.
Thank you for chiming in here.
God, I'll tell you what, everyone's going to be at Dogfest but Mike Rizzo this weekend.
Hopefully we get Calipari there. If we see Calipari,
can you have him call me? Have him call me.
I got to go to Dunkin' Donuts in Lavallette.
Have him call me, all right? I'm going to try to convince him to go back to Kentucky. Leave the Tyson chicken money and go back to the Blue.
Calipari goes to Lavallette, which is not far from me.
He lives there.
Seagirt is where the Parker House and DJ's is not far from. That's where Dan Hurley goes. And Jay Wright goes to Neptune Beach, which is a little more north of that. It's a college basketball's paradise.
I got a bone to pick with Hurley, man.
For what? Putting his head against the ref after Braylon Mullins hit that shot?
No. For a certain someone who's going to be at Dogfest with you at Grandma's house.
Oh, yeah.
All right? I got a bone to pick with Dan. All right?
Yeah, and Hurley has lost Luke Murray. He lost.
Perfect. Hire Timmy.
They lost their general manager of the team, Tom Moore, who's a longtime assistant, good friend of show. And
Hurley's a loyal guy. Get Timmy back on that roster. Get Timmy back on that staff.
We'll take a timeout here.
Hold on. We're not taking a timeout just quite yet. But Kyle, tell us about your great partners at Anajar and Levine.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Let's talk about this really quick because I'll tell you, Elias was probably on cloud 9 driving back from the theater on Sunday, and you don't want to get into a fender bender, ruin your day. You dread the day that you actually need an accident attorney, and when you do need one, you got to make the right informed decision. That is Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Car accidents, truck accidents, slip and fall, they cover it all. Mark Anajar and Glenn Levine are the best here in South Florida, and they're the best because they don't even get charged unless you win money out of this, and unless you get the proper compensation that you deserved in these cases. Call them today, get a free consultation. That's 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante, it's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach. Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $879 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Hi, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, your Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. The 2026 primary is on August 18th, and now is the time to make your game plan. Florida is a closed primary state, which means if you want to vote in a party's race, you need to be registered with that party at least 29 days before Election Day. Don't wait until the last minute. Check your registration and get election ready today. Visit votepalmbeach.gov to get started. That's votepalmbeach.gov. See you at the polls.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan.
Hey, Culligan, man!
Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
It's Mike Rizzo. It's Colin Russo. It is Elias Bustamante. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. LeBron is a 76er.
Yikes.
And Mike did not drink Gießen in celebration. He drank it in memoriam for LeBron's future with the Cleveland Cavaliers, as it looks like he will never be donning the Cavalier uniform ever again.
Well, once again, not down here with us in Miami, not at home with Cleveland and with Philadelphia. Do you want to know what Colin hit the nail on the head? Drowning my sorrows in some Gießen 0%. Folks, I was at the pool this weekend on Sunday. My Auntie Vicky, she came to town, surprise coming to town. I went over to Publix. I picked up some Gießen 0%. It's located right at Publix. Very easy. Walk in and out, and you're good. Now, even for everyone that does drink out there, you can't drink every night. You got the car, you got work in the morning, whatever it may be. Look into Gießen 0% to drink while still being a part of the party. Keeps you sharp, keeps you focused. And also, 145 calories per premium red wine bottle. The premium red wine's my favorite. But if I'm out, like yesterday, if I'm out at the pool, I get the spritzes in the can, rosé in the can. I put those in the cooler. They're ice cold. You got plenty of ways to drink Gießen 0%. Keep a lookout on my social media at Mike Rizzo22. Always doing wine and vibes with Gießen 0%. Check them out at Publix. The 4 o'clock hour is brought to you by our good friends at Gießen 0%.
Gießen 0% right there. LeBron is a 76er. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but let's get this out of the way. If you were a reporter, if you were a radio host, if you were a TV guy, if you were a writer, if you were whoever, and you theorized and hypothesized about your sources telling you that LeBron is going to go here or LeBron is going to go there, let's just get this out of the way that you knew absolutely nothing.
Nobody knew anything.
You knew absolutely nothing.
And that's why
there was no steam to LeBron going to Philadelphia. None.
Dude, even with our good friends at Hard Rock Bet, like the odds were astronomical. No, the Heat at one point were minus 200 for LeBron to go there. Nobody knew anything. And that's why on last Thursday, Kyle, before you went to LA, I made the rule on the show. No one is allowed to come on this program and say LeBron is going here. You have no idea what you're talking about. I dealt with it in Cleveland with my family. I dealt with it down here in South Florida. No one knew anything. And you and I, we were on it from the jump. I give us credit. I give us credit on this program. Colin and I, for a month and a half, we looked at each other and said, nobody knows anything. I don't spare me on, you talk to Rich Paul's agent. You talk to Rich Paul. I don't care who you talk to. They're sending you smoke. They're blowing smoke.
You'll find out when they want to tell you, yeah.
But the fact that it was Philly, I remember I told you, I said Golden State would probably be the worst thing ever because of the rivalry that Bron had in Cleveland. Colin, this is right there. This is right up there with the possible worst destination. Now, I understand. I was unfair to the Philly fan. I actually do apologize to the Philly fans saying they're a disgusting fan base. That was just my pure rage and moment in time. Remember, I just got done talking to Evan and him explaining, what happened and what went on with the situation. I had a moment, I blew up. I brought up the Kevin Patullo throwing eggs and the whole thing. All right? But I can't believe that at 42, and you know I love LeBron, I can't believe at 42 years old, LeBron still thinks he has to win a title.
Hey, he's shamelessly ring chasing.
Shamelessly is a word.
It's shamelessly.
I wouldn't say shamelessly.
I mean, you think
it's such a weird move, too, with where Bron is at. Like, he's really close with his daughter. His daughter adores him. Like, dude, he's going to live in Philly for 6 months?
I think he's going to live in New York City. I think he's going to live in New York City.
But still, that's on the whole other side of the country from Los Angeles. From Savannah and his daughter. I thought the best, like, if he wasn't going to Miami, I said, at least he's going to go home. I know you don't believe me, but I wanted him down here in South Florida for our station, for us to cover him, for him to be an hour away at the Kaseya Center, for the Heat to win a championship. But I said, all right, a good consolation prize is if he goes home. He did neither of that. And he went to a city that has hated him for 25 years.
And it doesn't even sound like he was really considering those two teams from the jump.
Right. So
it sounds like he didn't view any of those two teams as major contenders, and he told them because, no.
Take it for what it is. Windy. All right, who, by the way, love you, Bri, but no one knew anything. But Windy basically came out and said, LeBron looked at the Cavs and said, you're not good enough. LeBron looked at the Heat and said, you're not good enough. That's why this all goes back to the Jaylen Brown trade. I don't think LeBron goes to Philadelphia if Jaylen Brown isn't on the roster.
You're probably right.
If they have Paul George, LeBron James isn't in Philadelphia right now. So I don't know. The biggest thing for me, and I'm not, once again, I'm circling around here, but I truly cannot believe Bron feels like he's got to win another title. And you can't get, and I don't even think LeBron can convince me it's not about that. I know he said he just wants to compete, and he wants to compete at the highest level.
It's about getting another title. It's about legacy building. He's trying to resume build still.
What does he need to do? Bron doesn't need to do anything to solidify a resume.
You think it's an insecurity thing that he wants to put the Jordan thing to rest?
But like Evan Cohen from Unsports like explained this to me. He goes, Mike, if LeBron lives in Philly. If LeBron wins in Philly, he's not convincing Jordan fans that he's better than Jordan. And if he wins one in Philly, LeBron fans already think he's the best of all time. So like, do you get what Evan said?
He convinces Philly fans.
Whatever.
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours.
I disagree with that. LeBron has a title run. He averages 25 a game and wins a title with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Is he the best of all? Is he changing opinions?
Yeah.
That he's the best? Is he changing your opinion?
As a 42, 43-year-old? See, I'm on the side
I already
now.
think he's the best of all time.
Listen, he's the best player of all time. He's not had the most perfect career. And that, I think, hurts him because I think part of basketball is having a legendary – Tom Brady had a perfect career. He's not a perfect player, right? But Tom Brady's the greatest of all time.
I think he's – you know how I say this, and it's a cop-out. Fine. LeBron's the greatest player. Michael's the best winner.
Well,
Michael went 6 times and won 6 times. If I'm standing playing pickup basketball and I see Bron in his prime and I see Jordan in his prime, I'm taking LeBron. I'm taking LeBron. He is the better player.
I trust Jordan further in a big game, but I understand what you're saying. My point process here is that if LeBron is able to have some sort of playoff run or be a competitive factor on a great team that wins a title, even though the team's great, yeah, it's gonna put a lot of arguments to rest. Now, I think it's shameless because he's building rosters wherever he goes. How many rosters has LeBron built in his life? In his NBA career, he's played 24 seasons. I would say he's built 8 rosters, maybe 7.
I don't think he built the Heat roster. We agree?
I would consider
Riley?
I would consider it as like
Remember,
that's a LeBron-built roster. And it doesn't mean he hand-selected it. It means he went to a team, the roster was built for
Let me rephrase. When he went back home to Cleveland, that's when he started roster building.
Well, I think he started roster building when he went to Miami. Because he probably was
I
on
think
the
Pat
phone
Riley
calls,
would tell him
but
to
he
kick
was
rocks,
he was on the phone. He wasn't, making the calls to the agents, but he was talking to Bosh, thinking, like, let's go meet up. He was talking to Wade, let's go meet up. He was making those conversations. He got Ray Allen down there. Like, that's all conversations that LeBron is involved.
I think the big 3 happened with the Redeem team, with the Olympic team.
Maybe.
That's where that whole thing happened.
But my point being is roster construction around LeBron has been a thing that has followed him his entire career. He needs to cut it down and rebuild it from the ground up time and time again. He did it with the Lakers about 3 different times. He did it with the Cavs with the second stint probably 2 or 3 different times in terms of just changing
he did it
things
every
up.
year. It would do it every single year.
George Hill
at the
comes in.
Cast.
J.R. Smith
No
comes
issues.
in.
No issues saying that. Him and David Griffin, they worked very closely to build that roster.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
So he's built 7 or 8, 9 rosters in his career, and now he's doing it again. And I'm not saying he built the Sixer roster, but if you're telling me that Bob Myers didn't have an inkling that LeBron might come to the 76ers if he goes and gets Jaylen Brown, or if he goes and signs Dean Wade, and he did that for a LeBron pitch. He got those guys in there for a LeBron pitch, and it worked. And it's not to say he wouldn't have signed them, but I'm sure that was part of their pitch to them as well.
Of course. And Bob Myers joining Game Over at Rich Paul's podcast was the big reason that LeBron went there. You never know, the Rich Paul's podcast. Is Carter in Atlanta? 888-760-3776. Carter in Atlanta joins the program. Brother, what do you got?
I was calling in a little bit, or when was it, Friday, about this. I just don't think it's going to change anybody's mind. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I could make a strong argument for either way. The thing that bothers me with the Michael argument is I don't think championships definitively close the argument, because it's a team sport, and a lot of him winning the 6 championships is not only him. It's the coach, it's players around him, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, LeBron has won 3 titles with the 3 teams he's been on.
He's won 4 titles.
He's gone
to
10. Sorry. I mean,
3 titles with 3 different teams.
Won 3.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say. And he's been to 10, obviously. It's not going to change anybody's mind. If he had won 6 out of 10, I still don't think it changes people's minds. They're just dug in their ways about that's, our parents' generation's player, and LeBron's our generation's player. I just don't think him going to Philly, even if he wins one, is going to change the mind of anybody either way.
Do you think
a little bit of
to follow that with a question? Do you think LeBron went to Philly do you think part of his mind was not only yes to win another championship, but to put those arguments to rest in his head?
Yes, I do, and I don't. That's why I wish he hadn't done it, because I wish he had realized it doesn't matter, LeBron. You're past it. Your resume is what your resume is at this point. I wish he had just, and I said it on Friday, I wish he had just gone to Cleveland. Miami probably would have been my second choice, but I wish he had just gone to Cleveland and closed it out. And you know what I was thinking? He signed a 2-year deal. I think he'll probably play this last year and be done. Do you guys think there's a chance that he plays, and I don't know what the contract entails, but he tries it this year to get that championship, then goes to Cleveland to close it out? I just would love a storybook ending in Cleveland.
I think Cleveland's out.
It's out. And Carter, I wish, partner, you know how much I appreciate LeBron.
Play for 3 teams in your last 3 years. Why you can do that?
I'm taking LeBron at face value when he says this is the last time.
Unless Philly blows up, unless Philly has a really bad finish. And it's really ugly, then
he has a player option after year 2. After year 1? Yeah, it's a player option. He does have a player option in there somewhere. I also think the Cavalier organization, based off of who I've talked to, they got a sour taste in their mouth. They felt like they were strung along here. I'm a rare bird in the sense of that I don't care what LeBron did here. It doesn't affect me. I still love LeBron. He's still my favorite athlete ever. Colin, my folks are upset. My folks and friends, they are very upset that he's not a Cavalier right now, and I understand why.
I think they're more upset
about. And I think I think rightfully so. He was meant to come home to Cleveland to close this thing out. I wish he had done that. I think it would have been great for the NBA. It would have been a scene every single game, wherever they go to, but he didn't do it. But it is what it is. Hey, real quick, let me shout this out real quick. Not that you guys were all into the 3M Open, but did you guys see what happened? Jackson Coyven, my guy from Auburn, the quickest player to turn pro and win a tournament. He beat Tiger. I think I'm 98% sure I'm right about that. He did it in 3, and Tiger did it in 5. You might have to check me on that.
The odds were the best ever,
impressive.
right? Am I wrong on that? I think the odds are the best ever if you actually had money on it.
I don't know that, but I ended up obviously following. I knew he was doing well early, and then followed him late. I wasn't paying attention too much into the odds. I actually didn't even know Scotty was playing in it until really when I started sitting down to watch it on Friday. But this kid's going to win majors, multiple of them.
Now, Carter, you're a War Eagle guy? I didn't know this.
Yeah. Went to Auburn. So,
okay.
You know,
you got a Buckeye. Hang on. You got a Buckeye running the show now. You know that, right? In Golish.
He was at. Well, you know,
he's an Ohio State guy.
Tennessee.
What I'm saying is he went to Ohio.
He at Ohio State?
He went to as a student.
Went to Ohio State and was a graduate assistant there.
Nah, what a waste of time. That means
this is news to me. I
had
no idea.
Ohio State. That means nothing.
No one. What do you mean? That's why Hartline got the USF job. The moment he was leaving, Hartline was going to USF.
I don't think it's because he was a grad assistant at Ohio State. I think it's because USF probably wanted Hartline, and they made a call.
Well, you know, it helped that he knew somebody.
Carter, we appreciate the call.
That's interesting. That's news to me.
Look it up, Carter. I promise you. Look it up. Yeah, Golish a Buckeye guy, but I appreciate the call, brother.
Yeah. If you don't think it'll change his mind, that's one thing. I get that. But, I mean, if LeBron is at 43 years of age, averaging 25 a game in a playoff run, I mean, we're going to have some tough conversations. And I love Jordan because I think Jordan has a wonderful career. He's a perfect career, and he embodied what basketball is about. The Wizards thing was entirely off of ownership and ownership alone.
Do you want to Jordan?
A perfect storm.
Jordan, people tell me the Mickey Mouse COVID championship, the Disneyland or Disney World COVID championship doesn't count. That's what they say. I actually think it was, Colin, that's hard to do that. I think it was hard to win that title in that bubble, that godforsaken court.
It's different. It's just hard to compare because there's no road environments.
It's like an AAU.
Yeah, it's no road environments. I mean, they're all going home after.
But still.
They're all going to the hotel rooms after. That was when T.J. Warren averaged 40. Donovan Mitchell had like 58-point games. Like, it was ridiculous.
Tyler Hero.
Like, Jamal Murray had crazy games in there. It was just weird. There's no home. They had people on the screens up there. Oh, God.
And Bron was the last one standing, baby. Bron, king of AAU basketball, LeBron James.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante will continue the conversation. On the other side of things, it's Russo and Rizzo, ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
In business, you've got to stand out to win. Sinorama West Palm Beach has been family owned and operated for over 32 years, helping local businesses make a lasting impression. Our team knows how to put your business in front of the right customers with signage that actually works. We can turn blank windows or plain vehicles into bold, attention-grabbing branding that drives results. Ready to step up your game? Call us at 561-687-7993 or visit SinoramaWPB.com.
When barbecue is done right, you don't just taste it, you crave it. Head to Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach and dig into slow-smoked brisket, pulled pork, fall-off-the-bone ribs, award-winning burgers, and scratch-made sides that'll have you coming back for more. Whether it's lunch, dinner, game day, or happy hour, Pig Beach delivers big flavors and a laid-back South Florida vibe. Make your next stop Pig Beach Barbecue in West Palm Beach, 2400 South Dixie Highway. We'll see you there.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines.
It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. Sixers with LeBron. 888-760-3776. It's Russo and Rizzo. Now, Mike, I think this is the most talented basketball roster LeBron has ever been on.
I still think it's the Miami Heat. I think it's the Ray Allen.
Better teams and better talent, different things.
Bosh, Wade, Allen, Shane Battier. Colin, Shane Battier was a hell of a player. I would probably say those Heat rosters, even with me, even with the Cavaliers, I think Kyrie was a hell of a player that he got to play with as well. Kevin Love didn't pan out to be, I think, the all-star caliber kind of player. I still think he was important on that roster, but I would probably still go with that Heat team. But I think it's fascinating because these are young players LeBron's playing with. I mean, what? Jaylen Brown, under 30. Joel Embiid, I think, right at 30. Edgecombe, a rookie. Maxey, mid-20s. He truly is going to be full unk mode, I think, distributing the ball. I think LeBron might average 10 assists a game next year.
Yeah.
I really do.
If that's what the plan is, I'm surprised by that.
Kyle, I know you disagree. I know you think Maxey probably going to be the one bringing the ball up. Brother, from someone that's watched, I think, more LeBron basketball maybe than anybody, LeBron always ends up bringing the ball up and being the facilitator of these teams.
I know. He runs the team.
He always ends up being the point guard and the facilitator, even with Luka. All right? Even when LeBron was in L.A., he was the one that was bringing the ball up and acting as a point guard. And I think LeBron is going to embrace. Now, I can't tell you about the other guys. I can't tell you about Embiid, Maxey, Brown, and company. But I think LeBron and Edgecombe, I think they're going to know their roles on this team. And I think LeBron, you're going to see him for the first time, I think, ever truly be a facilitator.
Yeah, the thing about
LeBron has always been the first option to score. What I'm saying is LeBron's always been a passer. But for what I'm saying, I think LeBron might average north of 10 assists next year.
They cannot run that offense through him because why are you running an offense through a 43-year-old? He needs to be an addition.
He's the best passer in the league still.
He won't give you 82 games. So in terms of just building an offense, building chemistry, he should be a focal point, an aspect of the team, not the entire thing. Maxey was going to play every game. That's why I think you should play the offense through Maxey.
So you think they're going to go load management with Bron?
Yeah, I think he's going to play. I'd be shocked. Maybe if he cares about first-team All-NBA, if he wants to get to 65, that's one thing. He is not playing a second over 65 games.
I want to make sure I'm right on this. Now, LeBron, he was injured last year.
Sciatica to start the year. He missed
He played 60 games last year.
Yeah.
All right. The year before that, in 24 and 25.
Right? Did he play a lot?
Hang on, that's the postseason. I hate how they did anyway. Hold on, Kyle. Bear with me. 70 on
70,
the dot.
yeah. He played a lot.
Dude, why do I think they're going to play him?
I don't think so.
I think they're going to play him.
Maybe.
I think they play him.
He's going to care about being available for his final year. I think this one is going to be about the playoff run.
The ones that they need to watch are Maxey and Embiid.
I mean, Maxey's one
LeBron
thing.
having more back issues.
Embiid's going to play not a second over 45, 50 games.
How do they get away with that?
Because they can.
That's not right.
Well, because he's hurt.
Hurt?
Embiid, no air quotes on Embiid. All right, that's not fair. If there's one guy
hurt,
so he will be. That's the one player in basketball I will not criticize for load managing.
Am I crazy for glazing all over the Sixers? I don't think I am. I think they're the best roster in the Eastern Conference. I don't even think it's close.
They can get to 55 wins with LeBron playing 40 games and Embiid playing 30, just off of management alone, and then load them up. Think of what the Dodgers are doing with Blake Snell. And load them up in the last 6 to 8 weeks of the year, and then get them rocking and rolling for a playoff run. That is all they need to do.
That team will win 45 games. And Philly fan,
that'd be the end of you.
They're going to complain to Kingdom Come how this guy's not playing, this isn't happening. How are we third place in the East, fourth place in the East? They're going to win 45 games and probably win the East. This league doesn't care about regular season.
They will want to avoid the play-in, and outside of that, that's what they're going to care about. I agree with you. Now, the thing is Brown's going to be able to play most games. He's going to play 75, 78 games. And Maxey should, who knows, play most of the games as well because he's young. But Embiid and LeBron are going to be focal point aspects, but they're not going to be if I'm the Nick Nurse, LeBron, we're trying to win a title. I could care less about you in the regular season. This is not your retirement tour. If it's your retirement tour, we're going to get you 82. But if it's not your retirement tour, and I don't think it is, because now he signed a 2-year deal. Maybe unless he changes his mind. I'm under the impression he's going to give it 2 more goes. Then this year is going to be about having him, Embiid, Maxey, Edgecombe, and Jaylen Brown healthy by mid-March. That's going to be the goal.
I like big depth. That's like the one thing you can say with the Sixers.
They need to go pick up somebody.
If Embiid gets hurt, then you're going to run into some issues, I think, with Dean Wade playing center. I mean, who's their backup center at this point?
It's Hakapuri, the guy who was third string on the Knicks.
All right, so they don't have a backup center.
He's not bad, but yes.
So they don't have a backup center.
He's not bad.
Okay, come on, Colin. So, I think Bob Myers and company are probably going to figure that out. I know he's old, but, dude, don't sleep on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, dude. That's a savvy vet who's going to give LeBron and that roster
He's a better Hardaway Jr. He's a better Hardaway Jr.
And I think he defends better than Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
I think he's a much better I think he is there to come off the bench and defend. I think the defensive lineup is him and Dean Wade in the mix.
Yeah.
Like what Bron and company are going to the bench.
I agree. But because of that, they got guys. They needed a couple more bigs, I agree. But that is a team that can go 75% and be a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. They could go 65%, win 48, 50 games, get into the Eastern Conference postseason without having to play the play-in, and then have everybody rocking and rolling.
I don't know where to stand on this because I love LeBron and I want LeBron to win. But just I do not want not there. I don't think I want him to win. That's why I was so upset when he went to Philly.
It is cheap. You are trying to buy a title. You're on a boat that probably would have made a playoff run without you.
Do you buy when he says he thought he was going to retire? Because remember,
he's been saying that for years.
I told you I thought he was going to retire.
You know what it is? Is it insulting for me to say that this decision could have very well been rooted in like his insecurity about his legacy standing?
I don't think he has nothing to prove from the legacy
know that,
standpoint.
and everybody knows that, seemingly except for him, evidently except for LeBron. Everybody is under the same impression that LeBron, you could retire today and you're going to have an untouchable legacy for the rest of basketball history. And for some reason, I think he feels like he just needs to prove himself once again.
Cleveland, who didn't win a title since '64, and the Browns. The Sixers, who haven't won since Moses Malone. Am I right on that?
Yeah, well, it's 83.
Moses Malone. 1-1 for the Lakers. People don't necessarily buy that. And they won 2 with the Heat.
Yeah.
So it'll be his 4th organization. And 2 of the organizations went over 50 years.
Yeah.
Public school kid. I think it's been 50 years since the Sixers won. So I don't know. Maybe Colin.
That's why I don't like it. Because it just seems like a ploy to just legacy hunt. That's what it seems like. It seems like a ploy to legacy hunt.
And then I got to listen to Philly fan. And I know a lot of them. Look at me and say, "Oh, your boy won here too. He's a Philadelphia." God, I didn't need all that.
It's just
I didn't need all that.
None of the greats did it like this. None of the greats. Not a lot of them.
I just can't necessarily.
None of the greats. Fine, but you don't want to compare.
That doesn't bother me though.
That doesn't.
It doesn't. The only thing that bothers me is that it's Philly. That's it. Just because of the fan base. And I told you, I don't hate the Philly teams, bro. I hate the fan base. That's it.
It's the greatest of all time to me. And there's 2 ways to view it. You could view it as a positive that he's winning in multiple spots. You could also view it as a negative that he's bouncing around, creating new rosters every 5 seconds. So I guess it's a give and choose, pick and choose relationship. But I mean, none of the all-time greats did it. Chamberlain moved around a little bit. Abdul-Jabbar just wanted to get out of the city of Milwaukee. Russell didn't do it.
Is it impressive, though? That's what you got to ask yourself.
It is.
Is it impressive that he...
Fine. Let's pose it this way. Is it impressive to win 5 with 1 franchise or 4 with 4 franchises?
Listen, but you got to know I'm very biased on this. I wish he would have stayed with the Cavs his whole career.
Blanket statement. I would say 5 with 1.
I think it's impressive. I would agree with you.
I'm not denying
listen,
that. I am not denying that.
Colin, if I had to choose, I would agree with you that you stay in one place. Selfishly, I wanted him to stay in Northeast Ohio.
Let me ask you this.
If I take the goggles off, I can't sit here and tell you that it's not impressive. It's very impressive to win it with 4 different teams.
I agree.
It is. 5 total, 4 different teams.
Here's a comparison I'll make. And I think I'll agree with you here. Curry's 4 or LeBron's 4?
Right now?
Titles, that is. It's a conversation.
I think
Curry wasn't the best player on 2 of those teams.
My bias will bleed into it. That's my issue. My bias will always bleed into it.
Curry didn't spread apart the titles by, 2011 and 2020 like LeBron did.
Listen, but I sit here and I foo-foo the Durant titles, but the title against the Celtics was impressive. The title, even in 15, with a broke-back Cavalier roster, I still can't believe they won that. Did Iguodala win the MVP? Yes, but it's still impressive.
Shouldn't have. But yeah.
It should have been LeBron, but that's another conversation for another day.
Fine, but Iguodala held LeBron to 34, 17, and 12, and all of a sudden we're giving him the MVP, where I think we're wasting our time.
But if I take the goggles off, the one-team thing is probably more impressive.
I like that,
too.
But
no one's ever done that. Has anyone ever won 4 different titles with 4 different teams? I would say no. So LeBron would technically be the first player.
I'd have to go through it.
I don't think so. A player of LeBron's caliber, absolutely not. A player that you look at and go, he's the best of all time, no one's ever done that. No one's ever won 4 at 4 different stops. So I think they're both impressive in their own right. Selfishly, I wish you would have done it all in wine and gold. It's the best answer I got for you. I know it's a cop-out, but the fact that Philly gets to reap the benefits of it, I still don't think it's
not fair!
I still don't think that a fan base that booed him and spit on him, for better terms, for 20 years gets to enjoy a title, because they are winning a title. And don't get it twisted. Where LeBron goes, they win. Keep in mind the Eastern Conference thing too, Kyle. LeBron in the East, his final 8 years, represented the Eastern Conference. LeBron's been out of the East for 8 years, and a different team has come out of the East. They're winning the East and going to the title. Are they going to be able to beat a Western Conference team? We could have a conversation there.
John Sally, Robert Horry, LeBron, and Danny Green.
Well, if LeBron were to do it, correct?
Well, these are just 3. 3 players, different teams.
So theoretically, LeBron, if he wins, I mean, they're those players.
Yeah, Horry won
Robert
with
Horry,
He won with the Rockets. He won with the Lakers. I mean, he won 7 titles.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. He was an all-time role player.
Yeah, and Danny Green, underrated too, because Danny Green did 2 of them without LeBron. He did 1 with LeBron and the Lakers, and then he won in 2019. And he won in 2019 with the Raptors too.
Good player.
Yeah,
very underrated player.
Good postseason player too.
Good at Carolina too. Great college player.
Yeah,
good teams there in Carolina.
That was so there's he would be the first player. But that's probably what he's chasing. He's probably chasing that illustrious territory, and instead of being the guy to bring multiple to one spot, he wants to be the guy to bring multiple to multiple spots. And I think that's what he's targeting.
I know it's unfair to the Philly fan. I just wish he would have retired. I wish he would have retired then. If he wasn't,
I would have rather
Heat
him stay with
Cavs,
LA. Yeah, stay with LA. Do a
stay
retirement
with
tour.
LA.
Call it a
Heat
day.
or Cavs.
Do a retirement tour. Call it a day. Yeah,
Philly. We gotta listen to that all year.
We're gonna do LeBron. I'm coming home, or LeBron like CNR, whatever, the goodbye songs at Wells Fargo Arena across from Lincoln Financial.
That's a big conversation today. Is that Cavs fans are done? They don't want the tribute videos. My old man did. Would you build LeBron a statue? Like they're upset. They're really upset.
That's a waste
right
of
now.
time. He's going to get a large statue outside of.
They're
that
really
arena.
upset. They're really upset.
He is going to get a large statue outside. He's going to get the court named after him.
Name the building after him. But what I'm saying is it's an open wound right now that he went to Philadelphia. I even think here in South Florida it is.
We will do a little 5 at 5 as we enter out of the 4 p.m. hour presented by Geeson 0% and into the 5 p.m. hour. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Busmente. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Since 2006, EDS Air Conditioning has kept Palm Beach County comfortable through every summer, every storm, and every season in between. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. From dial thermostats to today's smart home systems, EDS delivers reliable comfort you can count on. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, they've earned your trust. 20 years of keeping Palm Beach cool. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
The 4 o'clock hour of Russo and Rizzo is presented by Gießen 0% Wines. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, meaning it's always the perfect time for Gießen wines. Elevate your game night with Gießen's 0% Sauvignon Blanc, Rosé, Pinot Grigio, even Sparkling Brut. 0% alcohol, all the flavor, Gießen wines from New Zealand, making the 4 o'clock hour or any hour the perfect time.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Hey, it's Tina. Looking for the perfect family getaway without leaving paradise? Treat your crew to the family retreat package at O Resort and Spa in Palm Beach. Enjoy daily breakfast for up to 5 guests, complimentary kids and teen club access, non-motorized water sports, daily valet, and even a late 2 p.m. checkout, so you can soak up every last minute together. Create unforgettable memories right here in Palm Beach. Visit eauresortandspa.com to book your family retreat today. Terms and conditions apply.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Whether you need batteries, tires, or services, we know you depend on your vehicle. You can depend on St. Lucie Battery and Tire with the largest inventories, expert technicians, and the best price out the door every day guaranteed. You'll drive away with confidence. Life doesn't stop, and neither should your car. St. Lucie Battery and Tire is here for you. Our experts keep your vehicle ready with batteries, tires, and service you can trust. Fast, friendly, and always reliable.
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
Foul into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game. Rizzo
Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
The 5 p.m. hour of Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. How about Ward Manuel, the athletic director of Michigan, getting paid $7 million as part of the exit deal?
Hush money.
Hush money. Hush money, and it is also, that's basically like a, what is that, a buyout essentially?
Well, keep in mind what happened under his tenure. The worst cheating scandal we've ever seen in college football, the Sharon Moore scandal, and then that coach who was hacking iCloud accounts of students. It's been a very rough go for Ward Manuel. Listen, the team up north, this is good to get rid of that guy and to get that stink out of the organization, out of the program. You don't have any of those coaches on staff anymore that were cheating. Harbaugh's gone. This is the last of the remnants of the stink. And I think it's actually good for them to get back on track and get rid of that guy. But a lot of scandals. Kyle.
Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, all those great places. Just go to Russo and Rizzo. You can listen to us in full commercial-free format at that spot. That's Mike. I'm Colin. Elias. Let's do a little 5 and 5 presented by Flagler Credit Union.
5 topics.
High five.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here.
Endless takes.
You can't handle the truth.
All gas, no brakes.
And it's shaking Big Ten.
It's time for the 5 at 5.
Hold on to your butts.
Presented by Flagler Credit Union, proud supporter of FAU athletics. Number 1.
Colin, the MLS All-Star Game takes place this coming up Wednesday as MLS All-Stars will take on Liga MX All-Stars. So basically the top Mexican league versus the top American league. Lionel Messi will miss the game, but will not be suspended like a year ago because of the mandated World Cup break. What are some ways Messi could help grow the game in the United States?
Continue playing for the MLS.
Now, if I can, Kyle, I think getting more big-time players here.
I don't know how much
here on retirement tours.
I mean, he can help. I think the fact that he's able to play here and then play as well as he did for Argentina, I think shows players something.
And Casemiro,
but I don't know. He's not going to be Kumbaya guy with the blowhorn.
No,
saying come over to the MLS. You got the wrong guy. It's not your. That's not your guy.
He did his part. My pushback to this is I already think Messi did his part for American soccer. Coming here to Miami in the first place, winning a title for our Inter Miami Herons.
You get the wrong guy. He's not going to be. He's not going to be Mr. Sitting on the rouftops telling everybody to come over.
Casemiro, who could still play, Colin, who was just starting for Brazil and played and scored 9 goals for Manchester United a season ago. Keep getting big-time players here. Keep growing the league. The money will come. We talked a lot about this last week, but in order for the MLS to compete with these other leagues, the money's got to be there. And you gotta convince the young player, the young and up-and-coming player, that this isn't a retirement tour league and that it's legit.
Number 2.
New Florida Gator head coach and true friend of show, John Summerall's wife, was recently on WCJB in Gainesville and had this to say about what fans might not know about their new head coach. Let's take a listen.
He loves pedicures.
Oh, really?
That's his favorite extra thing to do. So every 2 weeks in the football season, John loves to get a pedicure. That's just a fun little happy about him.
Is this the team bonding thing that occurs?
We should get the team going. It's good for them, It's a good quality thing for them to do, but he loves it.
Are you in or out on the pedicures, Colin?
Never done one. I read the quote, and I thought it was going to be more of like an embarrassing tone, like trying to embarrass him. She just said that very casually. That's not a big deal. That's such a non-problem. I was reading it out of context. I was like, oh, she's kind of like airing him out.
Can't sit still, very ticklish, can never do a pedicure. If you're a girl, got to do it.
Number 3.
All right, the world of NIL is always a changing land.
Hold on.
Deal breaker.
What do you mean?
Deal breaker. Can't have witches' feet. Can't have gross feet, bro.
What about you? What if you
I don't have gross feet.
Well, you don't get pedicures. How are your feet not disgusting?
Because I clip my toenails and take care of my feet.
You have flat feet.
So what?
And it looks
they're weird looking.
But it looks like two
they're
slabs.
weird looking.
It looks like two slabs.
They're weird looking, but they're clean.
There's no arch. It's just it's like you're the perfect footprint. It's just like
it's horrific. Colin, when you get
you're like a platypus.
No,
like the bottom of the platypus.
Dude, do you know when you get your feet wet and you step and everyone has the arch?
Yes.
So I have a full footprint.
Yeah, that's gross. That is
gross. Full footprint.
That is
full footprint.
Gross. Hey, you are a perfect footprint.
Yeah, yeah. But listen. If you're a girl, it's a must-have. You can't be walking around with janked feet.
Number 3.
The world of NIL is always a changing landscape in college athletics. UNLV basketball head coach John Pastor had this take of it with local media. Take a listen.
I know a lot of people are trying to become owners of this NBA team coming in 2029. I have told people, why? Buy the college basketball team. It's legal now. You can be the owner of the UNLV Runnin' Rebels men's basketball team, and it's a lot less expensive. You don't have to spend over $1 billion to own our team. I'm asking for $10 to $12 million to own our team, and you still get a great tax write-off, and you can be as involved, and you can tell everyone you're the owner of the team.
Now, Colin, remember the great UNLV teams of the past?
Yeah, 90s.
They were paying players before you were allowed to do it. But the question is this insane? And is this the course?
It's such a cash grab
that college sports is on? Is this the course?
What
that
does an owner get to
on?
do? What does he get to do?
I don't blame this guy.
I don't blame. It's
this
easy
guy
to get some money.
I don't blame this guy.
What is he going to do? What is your control? Do you get to fire the coach, or the administration gets to fire the coach? Does UNLV fire the coach, or do you fire him if you don't like him? That's the one thing. If you want a player to change, if you want something to change, if you want to play a certain team, does the team have to listen? Now you got 500 coaches 500 cooks in the kitchen.
I don't blame the coach for doing this, but this all goes back to the College Sports Act. What's the bill that they're trying to pass?
The College Rights Act.
There you go.
I
mean, we need a cap, guys. We need to figure out this money situation. I'm honestly upset that they added in the TV contracts. If they didn't add in the
it probably would get passed.
We would all be kumbaya right now. But I guess the Senate feels like that's a deal breaker.
Number 4.
All right. Dwyer alum Jacoby Brissett has a new deal with the Arizona Cardinals. He's getting a raise to give him $15 million a year. Colin, Jacoby Brissett making $15 million a year. Is backup quarterback the best job in the NFL?
I mean,
it's not a backup, though. He's going to start next year.
He is playing on a team that is going to replace him next year. So I don't blame him for trying to use his leverage to capitalize a decent contract, because that is your guy. They don't want to start Carson Beck for 17 games.
That guy needs $15 million. He's going to get hurt playing. I still think Arizona's an awful team. I think we're going to be Nathaniel Hackett is the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and he's like downplaying Jeremiah Love.
Dude,
like trying to do like the tough guy of offensive coordinator routine.
What are we doing? Nathaniel Hackett.
A former Jag.
Former
Bronco.
Head coach with Russell Wilson.
Terrible.
What could go wrong? I mean, is that not a nightmare?
Nightmare waiting to happen. You're 1,000% right.
Number 5.
The dust is settled and LeBron James is going to Philly. If LeBron wins a title in Philly, what does that do for his legacy?
I just think the fact that he moved there has really, to me, it's cheap. And if you don't think it's cheap, if you think it's, is it ethical? It's not. Why is it ethical? He just went to a team that was probably going to be a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference without him. And now he just turned him into the Eastern Conference favorite. I'm probably underselling that, too. They probably would have been better than that. With a title-winning head coach and a team in a city he has no history with. He's ring chasing. He's 42 years old.
He's allowed to do it. He's allowed to do it.
Does it matter in the grand scheme of things for a 40-year-old to do that? 42-year-old, he's not the face of the league anymore. He can do whatever the heck he wants. Fine. But he is good enough to where I could judge it. If he was some role player and he just wanted to go get reps and live in a city, one thing. But he is good enough to where he is going to be a major contributor on that team when it comes down to it.
I said if he went to Golden State, I wouldn't watch the league. But this is a pretty lousy consolation prize. I mean,
not good.
Oh. And I love LeBron. I'll always root for LeBron. This is tough, guys. I got to be honest. This is really hard for me. And I know I blew up on Philly fan. Listen, I deserved what Joe from Philly called in and said. But, I got to be honest, man. For a fan base that hated him for 20 years to get to root for LeBron, I still don't think it's fair. And listen, I can sit here and cry over spilled milk all I want. He's going to be a 76er. Colin, I think that's the team to beat, not only in the Eastern Conference, but in the NBA. They got the best starting five in the league.
I'm not willing to say that over the Western Conference.
They arguably have a six man of the year candidate, and that's Simon's kid. And Dean Wade is going to be a part of their defensive package. This is going to be a really good team, and I cannot believe that the Philadelphia 76ers are going to win a title with LeBron James.
How about that one, buddy?
Yeah, and once again, this is what I blew up. Elias loves this, by the way. Folks, I blew up on Friday. I called the Philly fan disgusting. It's not fair that the Philly fan gets a root for him. It was on a line, if I'm being honest. It was pure natural. It was pure emotion. You got to realize I wanted him down here in South Florida. I'm from Northeast Ohio in Cleveland, and Joe from Philly had this to say to back up the Philly fan.
I'd like to see you go up to Philadelphia with that big mouth of yours and yap about the fans. It would take 2 minutes for you to be finished. That'd be the end of you. How about that one, buddy?
I didn't have, Philly fan threatening to kill me on my bingo card, but listen, deserved. I really went after the fan base, and that's fine. I'll live with that. I still stand by what I said. I cannot believe Philadelphia is going to win a championship with LeBron.
All right, we'll see if they can stay healthy. That's the real question I have. Can they stay healthy?
Oh, they're winning, dude.
Can they be available?
They're winning in 2 years. They're going to win. They're going to win one in 2 years.
They're not as good as the Western Conference teams yet. They're not as good as Western Conference teams
Carter
yet.
in Atlanta called earlier at 888-760-3776. Carter basically said there's a chance that LeBron could be done after the end of this year.
I don't think so. He's going to announce a retirement.
I would agree. But,
yeah, think about the amount of again, this is like the third straight year I have thought that the following year was going to be the last of LeBron. And we have seemingly he's going to want to play that 25 seasons. He's going to want to play 25 and then call it a day. That's going to be LeBron's end goal.
T from the 203 in the YouTube chat says, trusting the Sixers, Riz. They haven't sniffed the conference finals since 2001. Allen Iverson ain't walking through that door. Sadly, T, there's a big difference between Dikembe Mutombo, Allen Iverson, and Glenn Big Dog Robinson. All right? I mean, this is a loaded roster. Colin, my partner here, thinks it's his best roster ever.
I think it is by talent. I don't know by team yet, but by talent, absolutely.
I still go with that Heat
They got
team,
four
man.
teams with MVP votes. 4 players with MVP votes in the last 6 years.
Wade, Bosh, Battier, Allen, but I understand it. I get why you would say
with MVP votes.
I'd go with that Heat squad, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of talent. They got 2 MVPs and a Finals MVP, and could be a future MVP.
If he wins one in Philly, Colin, does Philly build him a statue? I think they do.
Yeah, probably.
If he has your 25, what did you say earlier? What's that stat line?
What do you mean?
Like,
a 25 and 6 or something like that, 22 and 28, 24 and 6.
Am I going to have to see him next to the Balboa statue?
Whoever gets the Finals MVP of that team will probably get a statue.
Next to the Balboa statue?
The Rocky steps.
Where's Nick Sirianni's statue?
Yeah, where is Sirianni's statue? Where's Doug Peterson?
The Silver Fox?
Where's his statue? I think he's got one there. No, is he not?
All right. I don't want to listen, I don't need Philly fan looking up where I'm living. All right. But remember, they threw eggs at Kevin Petullo's house.
They got rid of Doug Peterson like 2 years after he won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback.
Yeah, Nick Foles. Oh well. Are you down on Philly? I don't want to.
Listen,
I don't want to rope you into my drama.
I can't stand the Philly fan either. The funny part is the Philly fan. You can make an argument that they care. They care. I mean, maybe the Flyers. The Flyers haven't been good in a while, but they care by far the least about the Sixers.
Yeah.
Comparatively to the other two majors right there, sitting there, they care by far the least of the Sixers. And now all of a sudden they're going to be big Sixer fans. All of a sudden, we haven't seen you guys in a number of years. Jeez. Wait, now you're back? You guys couldn't stand Embiid. Now you're going to be hearing Embiid MVP chance first time in 6 years. Jeez. Yeah. That's what that's going to look like. Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Pusmete. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Tired of being sidelined by a sports injury? Get back in the game with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Whether you're a professional athlete or even a weekend warrior, you can get back to doing what you love with our compassionate orthopedic team. Experience a new level of care and get back to your best. Welcome to being treated like a pro. Make an appointment today at baptisthealth.net/ortho or call 833-556-6764.
Hey, it's Nick Angelis. They call me the Mickey Mantle of pizza. And now I'm bringing that legendary New York flavor to West Palm Beach at Adrian's Pizza Bar in City Place. From our world-famous square pizza and classic New York pies to pastas, salads, sandwiches, and more, Adrian's brings the taste of New York to every table. So whether you're here for lunch, dinner, the game, or a night out with friends, come taste what made us a New York favorite. Adrian's Pizza Bar in City Place. New York legends live here.
You put a lot into your business. Your signage should reflect that. At Signorama West Palm, family owned and operated for over 32 years, we've been helping businesses stand out and stay top of mind. We don't just design signs, we handle the whole process, including professional installation and service. From ADA signs to reception signs and full storefronts, we turn everyday spaces into branding that gets attention. We can handle it all. Call us today at 561-687-7993 or visit signoramawpb.com.
Go big and save big at Greenway Kia West Palm Beach. Right now, choose from over 1,500 new and certified pre-owned cars and SUVs ready to drive home today. That means more selection, more savings, and more ways to get the deals you've been waiting for. Whether you're looking for a fuel-efficient commuter, a family SUV, or a sporty new ride, Greenway Kia West Palm Beach has you covered. And here's the game changer. Big inventory means big value, putting more money back in your pocket. Credit challenges? No problem. The Credit Clinic is back, and the experienced team at Greenway Kia will work with you to explore financing options that fit your lifestyle. So don't wait. Find the Kia that's perfect for you, your budget, and your driveway. Call Lonnie Mister today at 561-433-1511. That's 561-433-1511. Or hurry on to Greenway Kia West Palm Beach, where big inventory means big savings. But don't wait. These deals won't last. Greenway Kia West Palm Beach.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Hey, it's Steph Prince here, and in South Florida, you need an AC team that can deliver in the clutch. That's why my family trusts Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. As a mom of 3, trust me, when your AC goes down, you don't want to strike out with the wrong company. You want a team that keeps the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps the family cool. And Bob Bradley knows a thing or two about coaching a winning team. He coached his son Bobby all the way to becoming a first-round draft pick, and now he's helping his grandson Trey develop his game. And one thing's for sure, high standards run in the Bradley family. Bob brings that same major league mindset to the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning. From residential and commercial repairs to installations, maintenance, and upgrades, they step up to the plate and get the job done right the first time. And while Bob waits for Trey's call to the majors, he's still delivering major league service every single day right here in South Florida. Call Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning today at 561-793-7497 or visit bradleyair.com.
Well. Looks like your well water could use a little help. If you're dealing with hard water, funky smells, or water that just doesn't taste right, it's time to make your well water swell water with Culligan. Their customized water treatment systems help deliver cleaner, better tasting water all throughout your home. And right now, you can try Culligan for just $10 a month for your first 3 months. Serving South Florida since 1936. Schedule your free water test today at Culligan.com.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. If you missed any of that 5 at 5, and if you're somebody like me and you're somebody like Mike who all of a sudden get a little extra cash in your pocket,
yep,
you don't know who to look to, don't know who to talk to, don't know where to put it, well, Flagler Credit Union's right there in front of you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Colin's going to Dogfest this coming weekend in New Jersey. I'm already going to start budgeting it out for next year's Dogfest, which Mike Rizzo will be allowed to go to. So, listen, folks, I like going on trips. I like planning stuff. You know, I just recently visited L.A. I'm going to be planning on going to Dogfest next year, going to L.A. again next year. How I'm going to set some money aside, set some acorn aside with my good friends at Flagler Credit Union. I have a savings account and a checking account with Flagler. They are the guys that I trust with my money. Needed a bank when I came down here 2 years ago. Kyle, 2 years it's been since I've lived here in Florida now. I went with the local name, Flagler Credit Union. They got 4 locations across Palm Beach County, Boca Raton, Lake Clark Shores, North Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. I go right here in West Palm. I'm up in Palm Beach Lakes. Go to the one which is suitable for you. Go see what they could do for you. And folks, if you need to take money out, if you need to get some cash, you need to borrow some money, think of Flagler Credit Union. Since they're a non-for-profit cooperative, they will be able to charge you less when you need to get money for that new house, new car, whatever it may be in your life. Flagler Credit Union is the official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics. Go to flaglercu.org. Stop by one of those 4 locations. Go see what my friends could do for you. That's our guys at Flagler Credit Union.
Did you see that Steph Curry is now being floated in trade rumors?
I didn't see I didn't
they
see
talked about it on ESPN today.
I was about to say I didn't see
the Charlotte Hornets.
I said I didn't see a reliable source on that. It was a bunch of,
Yeah,
it was like
people
fan
theorizing.
accounts.
It's people theorizing.
It was like fan accounts on X. That's why they talked about it on ESPN today.
I think so.
He's not going to Charlotte, right?
I would agree.
He's not going.
Why would you trade him?
But why
would you trade him?
Look at what.
Why would you trade him?
Look at what Charlotte's done this offseason as well. They're gearing up for the 2035 NBA season.
It's got nothing to do with Charlotte. It's got everything. Why would the Warriors want to separate from Steph Curry? Like, why?
And what would they get back?
Fine. Yeah,
Picks?
Right. Like, what are you looking for? Picks?
I mean, Charlotte just traded.
That's your cash cow right there.
Charlotte just traded all of their players for said picks. You're telling me they did that to go get Steph Curry on the back nine, of his career? I would probably say no.
Right.
We need football. When the hell is it football season? I mean, honestly, people making stuff up on X about Steph Curry leaving the Warriors.
Why? I understand.
He's not leaving Golden State.
It doesn't make any sense.
Him, Draymond, I don't ever see them leaving. Clay left. I get the point. But didn't Draymond just sign a contract?
I don't know if he signed
Aren't
it
they
yet,
looking for
yeah. Did you see?
We need football, bro.
How about speaking of football? Did you see this? Did you see Kyle Shanahan was in a major car accident about 15 days
to
ago?
To the point where he had
knew.
40 stitches in his face.
And nobody knew. Well, they didn't announce it. They didn't publicize it. The Niners announced it on their own accord 16 days later. How does that slip through the cracks?
I don't want to speak on something that I don't know of because I literally saw the report last night.
Right.
40 stitches in his face.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Broken nose, like
ribs,
yeah.
The whole thing. Must have been a pretty bad accident.
I'm just shocked that nobody found out.
How
nobody found out?
Yeah. Especially with how
people are on top of it.
Give me a more recognizable head coach in the NFL, maybe outside of McVay and Andy Reid.
Right.
Than Kyle Shanahan.
I know.
So, the fact that, first off, remember we met a person who has a son that cleans up bad situations,
a
fixer?
Yeah.
Hell of a fixer on this. To bury this.
Yeah, to bury the story.
Until, you're ready to release it.
My initial thought was like, how did this go 16 days without.
And he's missing training camp.
Yeah, he's missing training camp right now.
Not that there, there's a lot. I mean, outside of Mike Evans, it's a whole lot of the same. But wow, dude.
Yeah, I think Ayuk is off deal right now.
I thought they bought. I need to familiarize myself.
I think they're
with
trying
that
to avoid
situation.
it or something like that. But yeah,
I remember
Mike Evans is there. They got Pearsall there.
I got duped on a fake Ayuk story the other day.
Quite
with
a fake
Jaden Daniels.
Story,
remember?
Which you went to the air with.
Yeah, well, I got duped.
What was the dupe?
It was, remember, I thought that he was, Daniels was dating Ayuk's mother. And it ultimately ended up being fake. Yeah, I got.
Wasn't it Ayuk dating Jaden Daniels' mother?
Who knows, dude? Hey, Kyle, let's stay away from that.
Yeah,
but
that's a rough one.
But listen, for a team that's going to be in a dogfight in that division next year, I mean, you got the Super Bowl champs in Seattle. You got the Rams.
The Super Bowl favorites in the Rams.
You got the Rams, who I'm quite comfortable saying are going to win the 2026 Super Bowl with Myles Garrett and, a whole lot of everything on offense and defense. And by the way, I would love for Aaron Donald to still come out of retirement.
I think he is, right? Or is he planning on it?
Is that a story?
I don't think he's announced it
Must have missed it.
Why wouldn't he?
What do you got to lose? Sign a LeBron James $3.8 million veteran minimum.
You got Kobe Turner. You got him. You got Garrett sitting there. You got Aaron Donald. You got Braden Fisk. That is the best defensive line in years, in a decade.
And then didn't the Rams trade for a corner from the Chiefs?
Yeah, they got Trent McDuffie, who's a first-team All-Pro.
I mean, bro, added into that loaded. You can't sit here right now in 2026 of July. They are the favorite. You cannot tell me a better. You cannot tell me a better team than the Los Angeles Rams right now. You got the coach who's already won a championship. They have the Hall of Fame MVP quarterback. They have about 5 wide receivers. Yeah. They have 2 running backs with Williams and Corum. They got a good offensive line. What are they missing? Tell me something that Rams team does not have.
They need a little bit of luck, and then they'll be right back where they left off.
Like roster control. We talk all the time, oh, this is their weakness. Oh, this is what they don't have. They have everything.
They needed to fix defense, and they did.
A linebacker? Do they need a linebacker?
They're unbelievable.
Splitting hairs here.
They're unbelievable. And they got the best coach in the league. They got the best coach in the league, for what it's worth, pound for pound.
Yeah.
And he's a better coach than Shanahan, for what it's worth.
Yeah, well, he won.
Yeah.
That's like
Shanahan's been there 1,000 times, but he has not won.
He's been there, and just hadn't been able. Granted, one of them was with Jimmy Garoppolo, and the other one was with Brock Purdy, who they obviously believe in after they gave him a giant contract.
And then they were up 20-10 in that Jimmy Garoppolo game, too.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs rumbled back.
And remember, the big thing for me, you don't let Patrick Mahomes have the last possession in overtime. That's where analytics burned him. Analytics burned Shanahan taking the ball first in that overtime.
I was also in the midst of the NFL trying to figure out what overtime is. It took them probably 5 or 6 years where first team scored, they won it. Then all of a sudden it was back and forth. Then all of a sudden it's multiple possession. Now they're considering spots. It's just they never had it down.
But it's if you want the ball last, you want to know what you're dealing with. I
agree. But
that's ancient history at this point. But
that's how they used to back those days. Remember,
Josh
Allen changed the 13-second game.
It's a Josh Allen rule.
It changed the rules.
It's a JA rule.
It did change the rules. It changed the rules because the 13-second game, Mahomes gets it once. It's an all-time classic of a game, and it sort of gets derailed a little bit because the defense can't get a stop, but the offense is doing great.
Yeah.
So from an NFL perspective, that is fascinating. I was thinking the other day, I think I told you this. I was thinking about Mahomes the other day, and we were talking about it with Theo on Theoretically Speaking when he was not here today because he's on father duty with his 4-week-old. But Mahomes, I know you're down on how he's playing now.
I just think he needs a big year next year. That's it.
He could retire right now. And I think comfortably he's a top 3 player at the history of the position.
Yeah, I would agree. And listen, I don't want to be – I honestly, God, I love Patrick Mahomes. So, I don't want to sit here and act like I'm a hater, but I think he needs that big season again this year. If he wants to catch Tom Brady, I think he needs to have that big season. He needs to prove that he could go for – how long did Tom play, Colin? 20 years?
Yeah.
If he wants to be that all-time great player like Tom Brady, we thought he was well on track of being, I think he needs to get back on track of putting up all-pro numbers and being an all-pro quarterback. I know it's about how many Super Bowls you've won, but Tom Brady was tearing up the league at 40 years old. I could sit here and tell you I haven't seen Patrick Mahomes tear up the league in about 4 years, bro. As far as numbers and being the best quarterback in the NFL.
But he could retire right now. And he's better than Rodgers. I mean, you can make an argument he's better than Manning. He's probably
he's
probably already better than Peyton.
I think if you
want
a
better postseason player.
MVPs.
Peyton has 5, and I think Mahomes has 3.
It's if he wins another one, he's completely clear.
Right.
Completely
he's better than Rodgers. He's better than Breeze. He's better than Marino. He's better than Unitas. He's
Roethlisberger.
He's better than Roethlisberger, not even close.
Bradshaw.
He's better than Favre.
He's not better than Montana.
He's not better than Montana and Brady, probably. And Montana's, we're close on Montana.
Montana's amazing.
Right, but we're close.
People would argue Elway. I know John Elway supporters.
Elway's a top 7 or 8, but Mahomes was more successful in playoff games, but more than Elway was.
He had his success early. Elway had his success late.
His last 2 years.
And how much? 2-time Super Bowl winner, John Elway?
And he lost his first 3.
Yeah.
So and he got killed on a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, remember, in the 80s, they would beat the Browns and then lose to the NFC team. I think one year where
they lost to the
Commanders and then the Giants?
Giants, right
Giants.
after. 86-87, they lost to the Giants.
LT?
Yeah, they lost to
or was it
85.
LT?
No, it was 86 Giants, 87 Redskins, back-to-back.
Yeah. Good teams, by the way.
Absolutely. But that was
Joe Gibbs.
I was just thinking, that was good. Joe Gibbs teams. The fact is, I think people forget when they're doing the quarterback discussions and everything like that. Mahomes he is 30 years old. He could retire right now. And you're talking about a top 3 player at the history of the
I guess I just expected him to continue to.
Yeah, right. You're going to have ups and downs.
And now, listen, I know Andy Reid loves coaching football. I don't think Coach Reid's got 4 more years in him. My best guess is Reid's got about 2 more good ones, maybe a year.
Yeah.
Kelsey's going to be retiring. Poor Rashid Rice can't stay out of trouble. I hope the young man's able to figure it out.
He's 70 years old.
There's some questions.
And he's got guys speaking of Eric Bieniemy, he's got guys there or Spags or whoever it might be.
Listen, thoughts and prayers out for that Bieniemy situation.
Terrible.
Honestly.
His son
is insanity.
Yeah, God.
Insanity.
Absolutely unbelievable.
But and quickly back to the football side, the division got better. The Chargers, they got that phony cheater Harbaugh. They're not going to win anything. But the Broncos are better. The Chargers are a good team, as much as I want to sit here and foo-foo the coach. And then who knows about the Raiders? Listen,
they'll be better than last year.
I think with Mendoza, you think Mendoza could be a franchise quarterback? I mean, God, he was a no doubt number one pick according to everybody.
Right.
And he's got the frame, he's got the mentality, he's got all the tools you think to be able to succeed. My question for Mendoza, Colin, the people running the show, do you trust who is Spytech?
Yes.
Do you trust
Spytech?
Do you trust Spytech? Is Brady going to be hands-on with them? The new head coach, former Kubiak, former coordinator, just Super Bowl winning coordinator. Do they have the right pieces in places? What do we always say on Russo and Rizzo? 70% coaching, 30% player. Are the right pieces in place for Mendoza? Point I'm trying to make is full circle with the Kansas City. It's not going to be they're not running away with that division like they did for 15 years.
AFC is going to have a good year this year. They got the Bills, they got the Patriots, they got the two teams in the AFC South and the Texans and the Jags. The AFC North is still going to be a little strange because you don't know what to expect out of Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
At the same time, there's a good chance that Baltimore can win 10 games, and there's a good chance that the Bengals can.
Yeah.
If everything stays healthy with Cincinnati, we've seen that team be able to not only go to the playoffs, but compete. Is the defense good enough, and can Burrow stay healthy? With the Ravens, did they find the answer at the head coach? And is Lamar Jackson going to be able to continue to play at an MVP caliber level?
I mean, it's hard to imagine the Mahomes and the Chiefs playing at the same level that they did last year.
And then on the NFC, you got to listen.
A couple years ago.
If I could even throw in the ring for the NFC West is the best division in football with the Rams, Niners, and Seahawks.
Yes.
I mean, you got two Super Bowl winning coaches in McDonald and McVay, and you got another coach.
3 of the last 4 teams in the NFC last year.
And you have another coach who's been to 2 Super Bowls. I hope everything's okay with him in the hospital. The Eagles, listen,
that'd be the end of you.
I know I sit here and troll Philly fan. Eagles are the epitome of what you want to be. They're the organization you want to be. Consistency, great drafting, savvy free agency. They're unbelievable. So there's 4 teams right there, and then the North. The Lions are going to be better. They're a worst to first candidate.
Right.
The Packers, listen, as much as I'm down on them, I actually think they're going to finish in last in the division. Now they're nor there. They're always a team in the mix. The Bears with Caleb Williams and the coach, I cannot thank you. Mr. Going for it on 4th down in the NFC divisional round of the playoffs.
In the second quarter.
But good team.
Not going to be an easy one. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Elias Bustamante. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Hungry? Time for a power play at Duffy Sports Grill. We're talking juicy burgers, crispy chicken tenders, stacked sandwiches, and wings tossed just the way you like them, all part of the power play lineup. Big flavor, real portions. Choose your entree, side, and drink starting at just $13.99. So whether you're watching the game or just playing MVP at lunch, make your move with the power play at Duffy's. Duffy Sports Grill. Our game is always on.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees within the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University's championship athletic program now has 31 national championships, including the 4th straight men's lacrosse title and a red banner for the women's tennis squad. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation, 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
The Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals are back in Jupiter all summer long. 6 days a week at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. Come enjoy the best ticket deals and membership packages in Palm Beach County, like Silver Slugger Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Kids Club Saturdays, the Frozen Iguanas, and so much more. To purchase tickets, membership packages, and find out more information on the Jupiter Hammerheads and Palm Beach Cardinals, visit RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Russo and Rizzo, ESPN 106.3 with Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, and Elias Bustamante. Bouncing around the last couple weeks. I'm going to be at the Jersey Shore this weekend. Took a red eye last night.
Got a drink spilled on you?
Yeah, right. Running down about an hour of sleep. But we're rocking and rolling here, streaming live on YouTube at ESPN South Florida. And Mike, you had Inter Miami over the weekend as well.
It was good. Casemiro made his debut. Looked really good. Now, we had a scary situation, Colin. Herman Berterame, basically had a seizure. He hit his head and, had a
concussion seizure. Wow.
And you want to know how they lifted his legs up. And
get the blood back.
That's kind of, how I'm speculating that happened, but he's going to be out. Guys, Inter Miami's not going to have about over 10 players for the matchup coming up this Saturday at New Stadium. So I'm a little worried about the Columbus Crew game, but in Guillermo Hoyos, we trust. Our interim gaffer, Guillermo Hoyos, who coached Lionel Messi at La Masia way back in the day, who's now our current coach, he's done a great job of, I think, picking the right lineups, picking the right guys, and setting things up tactically. But it was also good to see Casemiro, who I mentioned earlier in the program, played for Manchester United, played with Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid, played for Brazil in the World Cup. That caliber of player coming to the MLS and playing for Inter Miami, who just had 9 goals as a defensive number 5 midfielder for Manchester United, is insane. It's great. So good storylines there at Inter Miami outside of the unfortunate birdie situation, and we're going to be ready to go coming up on Saturday against the Crew.
Are you still training for your 10K?
I am. I'm still running 3 miles now. How I did it, Colin, coming up on the 30th, it's going to be about 4.5 miles. I'm going to run about 4.5 miles until the race. And then
when is that day?
August 30th. So I'm a month out. I told myself a month out, we're ramping up to 4.5 a day. I can do it. It's just consistency, being honest with yourself, looking where you're at. It's funny because some days, I told you this and you go, that's running. Some days I feel like I could run 15 miles. Other days I'm struggling to run 3.
Right.
And it's crazy. It's nuts.
It's a feel-out game.
It's
it really
nuts.
is. Yeah. You have good days and bad days.
I could tell when I'm overdoing it. I could remember what you told me about being able to talk. I could do that the first 1.5 miles. I could talk with somebody the first 1.5 miles, but once I make the bend and get to 2, that's when I'm still kind of huffing and puffing a bit. But, dude, the progress that I've made running, I've really been impressed with myself. Now, Monday's always my hell day because I take off Saturday and Sunday. I have it set up where I go Monday through Friday, and then Saturday through Sunday, are my rest days because I have Inter Miami on Saturday, and I kind of want to rest before that. And then Sunday's kind of my day to watch anime, watch sports, and play some video games or go to the beach, go to the pool, whatever it may be. But I have impressed myself, and I could do it right now. If I needed to do it, I could do it right now.
You could have done it weeks ago.
Could have done it weeks ago, but at the same time, I'm interested to see how when I gear up to 4.5 a night, because how I do it, my running bend that I do is 1.5 miles. I literally run in a circle. I run in a circle twice, that's 3. If I run in a circle 3 times, that's 4.5. If I run in a circle again, it's a 10K.
Right.
So 4 circles around is where I need to get. And I told you, some of these days, I feel like I could do 10 circles. The other day, it's like, my God, it's way too hot out here.
Boring in terms of the input? You seeing the same thing every time?
No. I'm a psychopath who just bangs music the entire time and rapping to myself and singing to myself. So it's just if I have enough chakra that day, and I know I'm gonna be dragging today because Auntie Vicky came to town. She's got one of her friend Rachel's sorority friend from Ohio State doing some retirement party. Love you, Auntie.
But she's staying with you?
She's not staying with me, but I had to. She was in town. By the way, Joe in West Palm. I was supposed to go see him at his pizza shop.
Yeah.
I left a message for him. I hope, Joe, if you're listening, I hope you got the message. But I was supposed to, Dave Druda and I, our director of ops, we were supposed to go there. And I had to cancel yesterday. But Yeah, I ate like a degenerate. I ate everything in sight yesterday. And Kyle, feeling it today. I've been guzzling.
Would you go out? You go out to eat?
Yeah, and I ate everything. No Name Squeeze Italian joint that we've been to before.
Okay.
And I ate, pretty sure I ate close to everything on the table.
Wow.
And my aunt's one of those Italian aunties where it doesn't stop. We're getting this. We're going to get this.
You want to get a little calorie leeway. You know what you should do? You should do Pilates.
Dude, I heard you had a hell of a time.
I tried Pilates.
That'd be the end of
and
yeah.
that, Mike, I burned 750 calories in 50 minutes.
That sounds horrible. Can I say something? That sounds horrific.
So let me describe it for you.
That sounds horrific.
I didn't.
That sounds like hell on earth.
I didn't do. So there's. You know what the reformer is? The reformer is when you're like on something and it's moving.
Yeah.
Right? So it's, that's a waste of time.
It helps you, right?
It's harder.
Oh, it's
I'm
hard.
doing
Sorry.
it on a mat, and the mat is like a yoga mat. I don't know. You get like a towel on it. You're good to go. You have these little weights. They got ankle weights. They get these bands. All this crap. And you got to follow along at what the instructor's doing. And the instructor is like conversational, doing her thing, and walking, like talking through everything while doing everything.
And she's just
and I asked her after, I'm like, how many in a row do you do? She goes, I'm doing 3 today. Like 3 in a row? And it was one of those things where 20, I wasn't checking my watch too much, but about 25 minutes in, we do like this leg thing. So think like you're on your side, and you got bands around your quads, and you're opening up your hips and then lifting up your leg, and it just like hurts.
Dude, Colin,
it just hurts. It's just not. It just hurts.
Colin, a friend of mine who has had 2 kids already, a girl I grew up with, she started Pilates because she wanted to get back into shape after having the babies. She looks incredible. She says she's 20 years old.
Yeah.
That's the secret, bro.
It is.
That is Pilates is the secret to be fit. I mean, I couldn't believe I saw her. I remember I saw her over winter break a year ago. I go, my God. She goes, Mike, I told you the Pilates.
Yeah.
She goes, you got to do them. I said, I can't touch
Colin,
I can't go past my knees.
It is weird.
I am not flexible.
It's
not flexibility.
There's not many men there. There's just not many men. I just don't see a lot of guys doing
it's for girl. It's for the better half. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
It's not fair!
You set me up. You set me up for that, man. You set me up for that. Stop.
Mike, you should go.
I'm not going, dude.
Why not?
I'm not going. Dude,
Mike, you know what the biggest problem was?
Remember
what the biggest problem was?
What's the biggest problem?
I'm a sweater. So are you.
Oh my God, dude.
And it's hot in there. It's hot. You're like
have a panic attack.
They turn up the heat.
I got issues.
Yeah,
I got issues, man.
They turn up the heat for no reason, and you're just there, Mike. Oh, I'm pouring.
Kyle, I told you, I found out in my 30s that I'm susceptible to panic attacks, dude. If I don't I have my procedures when I'm about to have them. Like, I know what to do. You know what I mean? The good part is I know it's a panic attack, so I could keep them away. But like in that situation, Kyle, I don't work out unless I'm playing basketball or a sport. Dude, I don't do well in group settings. I do not do well. I get embarrassed because I think I'm 400 pounds when I'm really not. Remember, former fat kid.
Nobody's staring you like that.
But at the same time, I'm former fat kid. So I keep in mind, I'm looking around and probably seeing these ripped women, and I'm going, my God, the hell am I doing here? That girl can do that, and I can't.
Part, it's also like a center of gravity.
I'm competitive.
The women there, like a lot of it is like pulsing, if that makes sense. So like you're doing, like think mid squat, you're halfway down in the squat, and you don't go all the way up, and you're just kind of moving.
And you're sitting there.
Like,
is it like a plank?
But like up and down. No, like imagine like do like an air squat or something like that, and you're not extending your legs at all. And and like don't even come fully up. So do that again. Don't even come fully up. Now just move up and down a little bit. Yeah, you know what I mean? It hurts.
All right.
Hey, whatever.
All right, dude.
But you do stuff like that. You get the hip stuff. You do,
dude.
It is nonsense.
I'm pretty sure, Colin, the nice young lady who would probably be running the place, she'd ask me to leave. I think she would ask me to leave.
The other thing,
it would be so bad, and I'd be sweating so hard. She would ask me to leave.
You cannot show weakness. You can't show weakness.
Yeah, I know.
That's
why I have a panic attack.
I'm struggling, and I'm like, the mirror's right in front of you, so I'm like, like this is easy, like giving myself a look, and you're struggling. You are struggling, but I do think I wasn't sore or anything after. You feel good after because it's all injury prevention stuff. It really is. It's the secret sauce, like staying healthy.
Dude, like I said, I could not believe how good this individual looked. Was shell-shocked. And, we're in our 30s. That she was in her 20s, early 20s again. I'm like, what the hell? I can't do it, though. Dude, I see it right now. I'd be struggling. I'd be sweating.
And there's nowhere you could go. You
I'd
can't
be
leave.
trying not to cry.
You cannot leave.
Probably trying not to cry. And the woman, the nice young lady, would probably come up to me and go, you know what, I appreciate your courage, but I think you should leave. And I probably would go, I'd probably look at her. I'd probably look at her with almost tears in my eyes and go, you know what, you're probably right.
If you want to sign up for a class, I will do one with you.
I got to think about it, man.
Yeah. You're going to have to stretch for like a couple weeks ahead of it. Elias, you do that with us? Elias, have you done the Pilates before?
No, never. But I've seen the videos. It's tough. I'll do it. If you guys do it, I'll do it.
Men doing it, and all the men struggle. I think it's just men are heavier. That's why.
Heavier? I double what those women weigh, probably.
But it's also like
double.
It's higher center of gravity, too.
I'm 215.
Women have better, center of gravity. They have better balance.
Yes. I got flat feet.
Oh, you got flat feet, too. You got like a duck's leg. It's like a.
I'd be done.
Yeah, what do they call it? The duck.
Well, they said I used to walk like a duck. Well, granted, Colin, in sixth grade,
duck's feet. Yeah,
webbed feet. I don't have webbed feet, but in
like a platypus.
Correct. In sixth grade, I had size 12 feet, and I was like 5'3". So I was the duck because I had these giant feet that I haven't grown into yet.
Wow.
And then I had literally my freshman year I was 5'6". And then sophomore year, I was about 6'2". So I had a huge growth spurt. Anyway, yeah.
So you, me, and Elias can go to a Pilates class.
I think I'd have
the most impressive part is the instructor. I think the instructor is like talking through it and not having problems.
I'd have to have a conversation with the instructor before and let her know what she's dealing with.
Yeah, right. We'd have to bring a beach towel.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's a tough day. Your day's about to get a whole lot tougher because a real big rookie's coming in. And I'm probably going to cry at some point because it's going to be so terrible.
Yeah.
We are all rookies.
I felt weird at first because you feel like you're entering into like a sanctuary in which you're not allowed. And
what? It's a bunch of beautiful women and our stupid,
there's another guy there, so that helped. But it was one of those situations you kind of feel like, am I welcome here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're walking into like the girls' club, and it's very strange. But I have a bad knee right now because of running, so I needed to go do something that was like activating like my legs and stuff like that, and it really worked.
The girls won't shame me.
No, Mike.
Am I gonna
they
get
might
shamed?
Internally, not externally.
Well, you shouldn't care about that.
I don't know, Elias. I told you I don't do well with group workouts unless it's like me and my boys. You know what I mean? Showing me some new workout. Dude,
the good thing about it is you can't hide.
I'll do it, Colin. I'll do it. Just let me know when, where.
All right, we'll set that up. Because I was pleased, and I didn't do it on the reform. I did it on a mat, so it's a lot. I think it's easier. I could be wrong.
The instructor's not going to yell at me, right?
No. They got like a. I don't know. They're supposed to. They're like very.
No,
they're very.
I'm sorry.
It's not like your linebacker coach at a football team. It's like
I'm so sorry.
It's like a 25-year-old woman who's just like talking everybody through it.
No, Mike, that's not how you do it. Like that is, if that happens, I'll never recover. I don't think I'll recover from that.
And you can't leave because
what do you mean you can't leave?
There's no bathroom breaks. There's barely even water breaks. There's barely even water breaks.
What do you mean you can't leave? What are you talking
about? You're going to leave in the middle of the class? Everybody's paying attention. You're going to leave in the middle of the class?
Maybe, if I have to. If I'm having a panic attack.
You can't leave in the middle of the class.
If I'm having a panic attack.
That's bad vibes. You cannot leave in the middle of the class. Dude. You cannot leave in the middle of the class. We'll try it.
I mean, yeah, dude.
Have you done yoga before? Yoga's great.
I'm horrible.
Yeah, but it's good,
Colin. I cannot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally it. I don't get past my shins.
Yeah.
I don't get past my shins.
Right. I'm pretty solid with
shins.
At least you've done hot yoga.
Hot yoga? No. But I stretch a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, yoga's good. Yoga's good.
But I don't do yoga. I stretch.
Dude, the Pilates, I felt it in like my groin and like my glutes, like the areas of muscle you don't really touch when you're a guy. Holy crap.
Well, depends though. But yeah.
I thought it was like abs.
No.
It's a lot of core.
It's a lot of core and legs.
Definitely a lot of core.
Glutes?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of glutes and a lot of I don't know. I can't get over it's like you do half reps and you're just doing it and you can't stop. There's no rest because think about it. When you're doing a squat, you go up and then you're breathing. You can't really do that because you're just in the middle of it.
I think I'd have a nervous breakdown, but we'll give it a go.
Very strange.
We'll give it a go.
Set up the date, Colin. Set up the day. I'll be
Mike,
there.
Maybe you could meet a
No.
meet a nice lady there.
What, looking like Jabba the Hutt, struggling on the friggin' mat? The fattest kid there?
Oh, she admire you because you're trying.
I agree with that.
All those girls go, look at this tubby. I'm sorry. That's not how you do it. I'm sorry.
Can I please leave? That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo. Appreciate Elias Musmenta keeping us up over the airwaves today. If you missed anything, go listen back. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. This has been Russo and Rizzo right here on ESPN 106.3.